I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the tunnel closer starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye. I laid awake just begging to let go. I almost got to suicidal thoughts, but you stepped in. An angel sent from heaven showed me how to live again. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe, and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye.
wanna say goodbye or ever leave this stuff behind. When it's good, it's amazing. When it's bad, it's uneasy. I wouldn't have it another way. There's no other way. Yeah. When it hurts like this, when it hurts like this. When it hurts like this.
And I've been chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our cloudlands when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out, 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 I can help you out. Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no one to ride to. Here we go again. Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out, 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 I can help you out.
Welcome everyone to the New Human Open Tournament, which is hosted by Vanguard Esports League. The first matchup is against Dynastic versus Meraki, and it is a very exciting because it's both teams' first game within the tournament itself. Being one of the best of one, we are heading straight into the notorious clubhouse. One of your casters, Plett, plays. I'm a local Twitch streamer who streams 4 times a week. I'm part of an esports organization called iD.T Gaming. Through them, I'm a partnered streamer and one of the talented casters. I will be joined by my amazing co-caster, the owner of Varby Network, Kudu.
Well, Plett, we're going to have an absolute banger of a game here today on Clubhouse. But, you know, it's a great Saturday. I am a little bit exhausted from such a hectic week, just a ton of stress coming from school, trying to edit all the time, trying to stay on top of all this content creation. Just struggling to really just shake off this brain fog that I have.
You know, Kudu, I can completely relate to you. You know, being a full-time student and then on the side becoming a part-time streamer, honestly, it hits differently. But are you looking for something that will enhance your cognitive function, increase your mental energy, improve your focus, concentration, and even memory?
Bro, that sounds absolutely amazing. There's no ways there's a product like that.
Well, let me tell you something, Kudu. Look no further because New Human's OptiMind will ensure that you have optimal and enhanced brain function. Get your grade A OptiMind in store now.
That sounds absolutely amazing, dude.
Honestly, Kudu, with such amazing perks that you get with it. Of course, sponsoring the tournament, we can't thank them enough for making this all possible for the players and the esports scene within South Africa. But of course, being part of ADG, we have our own sponsor, Kudu.
Yeah, dude, Naztec Gaming. Did you see that new 30 series that they just got into stock?
Honestly, dude, having such great prices, great customer services, and being a lot cheaper than other suppliers. Did I mention they have a new AMD 5000 series coming in as well around the corner? I don't know, just saying. It's pretty amazing, but I think enough of the amazing sponsors that are included into the esports scene. Seeing that the players are all excited. Of course, being the first map being Clubhouse, I can't wait to see what both teams brought to the table. And let's see what they have to show us for being the first game within the tournament. We've seen some highs, we've seen some lows, and they definitely want to make it through the qualifiers and maybe even take home the final prize.
Absolutely awesome. Let's get straight into this game. Today we have Clubhouse Meraki versus Dynastic. Plett, what are we looking at today?
Honestly, like we did say before, going into Club, I was very excited. We have seen this tournament not too long ago within the Meraki Major. Honestly, it's quite an exciting map, having so many different floors to work with. I mean, going straight down to basement, I mean, even on Barbarium, the vertical play is definitely the one to look out for. Very exciting things. Exactly how we'll see how these players come together, how they're going to hold the different sets. I mean, we have seen some dynamic duos on this map itself, being roamers, making the most out of every opportunity, and of course putting back later in. Seeing that the first ban will be a Thatcher, which is always a safe bet. Quite excited to see how this plays out. Honestly, Kudu, can we have any guess towards the attacking ban at this stage?
You know, Plett, we're going to have a pretty great game here. We've had this map already in this tournament. We saw some of the teams playing in this map, such as ATK and ADG, just yesterday. And that was one hell of a banger of a game. We saw ATK really just pushing out onto the gym side. You know, they were really wanting to defend those sites. They had some just really clean defenses on CCTV and Cash Room. ADG not able to actually defend that site once against the ATK attack. So we're going to see very aggressive gameplay coming out here from these two teams. We see both a Kaid and a Blackbeard ban. That Blackbeard can be super important, sitting on those windows out just on balcony into CCTV, or even just sitting out onto that the breach onto CCTV from I guess the eastern roof there. The Kaid coming out obviously for downstairs when defending the basement side. That's going to definitely help now, not having that Thatcher to get rid of any of those Kaids on those hatches. Definitely going to help out. And that mirror ban again coming in play. That's definitely for the defense of Church. Having one of those mirrors sitting on Church wall definitely makes it extremely difficult.
I mean, you love to see the mirror players wall to wall eastern stairs, red stairs some call it, watching over Cash Room, ensuring no one comes towards bedroom and construction side. But honestly, very good choices right now. I mean, seeing how important the Blackbeard was in the previous Vanguard games, we saw how the cast were quite surprised to see such a, if I could say, debatable operator coming in, doing the most work. I don't think the opposing team really knew what to do. The 6 picks coming in from the attacking side. We have a Mari switch to a Sophia. Very interesting, of course, having a Sophia charge is not only to breach in, but to blind the opposing players is extremely important, and it will definitely open up those initial entry frags. Will allow them to get them, of course, the player advantage from there, moving towards start, getting that crucial information, and hopefully taking the first round. Of course, only having one map to work off. This is literally do or die right now. You don't want to gear it so early on, but of course still being your pool stages. This is how the format is. Super exciting. Can't wait to see how this kicks off.
So it looks like we're going to see a kind of a heavy garage hold here by Dynastic. We can see that Wolverine is down below, reinforcing garage. Crushes is busy setting up some ADSs on the catwalk there. We've got Oscar reinforcing with that rotate hole right there straight into CCTV room. So we'll see how Meraki go about attacking this. They're going to either have to try and open up that wall. You know, with that wall being open, they do have that Maverick to kind of help out. We're probably going to see some bandit tricking coming here. So we'll see if those grenades from the Maverick are going to help. But I actually see he has a Claymore, so I'm not really sure how they're going to deal with that. Probably just open it up so that the bandit tricking can't move in. But we're seeing Red moving extremely quick onto catwalk here as Wolverine takes out Gohan, putting them at a 4v5 situation, only 30 seconds into the round. The Montaigne pushing really aggressively here onto catwalk and gets a final shots off, but is stuck with a Legion. Is going to try and pull out that Legion while Oskai takes out Reds, and the Montaigne goes down. We're less than a minute into the round and we're already left in a 2v3 situation.
Very exciting, very crucial right now. Seeing the Maverick open up eastern subroof wall. Of course, having his amazing Maverick ability to be able to deny anything within it, to remove those bandit charges, which was previously placed. But of course, Oscar himself, we've got some trades in. Still being a 2v3 situation, having some very aggressive plays early on. We see the attackers taking a much slower approach, already knowing that they have drones, a lot of their utilities, but the defenders' players are taken out. So having information that the defenders are still holding garage, sitting on rafters, which is very crucial at this point to hold. I mean, that's a big room. You don't want to lose. Very easy access towards side as well. As we see Kingzo below red stairs. Try to find a player. Playing of course, Easton says, maybe watching through cash room. Cannot connect his shots. Beautiful spray by Cobras. Tagging the opposing player, which is Swaggy, who's playing by Legion, gets down right now in a 2v2 situation while one player is down. So try to finish up, ensure there's no more players through, pushing up towards south, waiting for his teammate down below to prevent any rotates. Beautiful shots coming in by Crushers, taking down Cobras, leaving in a 1v2 situation. Try to get the fuse at this stage, working up towards Rafters, gets taken down by Crushers. What an exciting game do we have here on our hands. Very aggressive, very well played, good positioning. Can we ask anything more for the first round of the game?
That was absolutely crazy. The very aggressive style there of the Montaigne, just putting straight up onto Rafters, pushing out that Legion very, very quickly. I don't think that's something they actually expected. The Montaigne not being backed up by any of his teammates there as they pushed around, opened up that wall, straight onto site extremely quickly. Less than a minute into the round, we're already at a 3v5 situation.
Right now, seeing how it went in favor of the defender side, the attackers didn't do anything wrong. But I mean, I was really impressed by how aggressive the Monty was so early on. Instead of falling back after stepping in the Legion, man trying to distract the players, allows, of course, the teammates playing outside the garage from the doorway to get any trades, maybe be additional threats, of course, being right up and close and personal. The defenders taking down one of them. Unfortunately, really doesn't have much choice at that stage, losing so much HP to that Legion. Man, really well played, of course, not just providing silent cues, but of course doing the most, slowing down the opponent player, and then of course still taking HP after a long time. Quite exciting. There's some going around, going towards basement, and of course being Church and Arsenal. At this stage, can we see another aggressive push, but towards Container side?
So looking at this setup here, we're seeing a heavy setup out onto blue, obviously with the ADS there, the two rotate holes able to rotate into either bomb site there. We see the shield set up at the end of hallway. That's going to be something that, Meraki's going to have to use a lot of utility to try and push down, especially if they're going to push down that hallway. They do have a Zofia as well as an Ashe that can try and take care of those shields. But it's going to be extremely important for them here to kind of take control of blue before having to push down onto site. Unless they go for, they can definitely open up kitchen hatch there and look down into site, maybe go for the plants. It doesn't look like any of them are going out towards dirt, so I'm not sure if they're going to open up dirt or not, but we see the Hibana very early going to open up all of the hatches down onto blue as the Ashe pushes down. The drone's coming out onto dirt. Dirt has now been opened up completely as the Montaigne gets ready to prep to push down. We do have one of the Dynastic players sitting just down there, but with both the Ace and the Montaigne, it's going to be very difficult for the Maestro to hold them back here.
Pretty well played by the Maestro, rather pulling back, trying to take the spot by himself. Can't really do much without assistance against a shield. Of course, having his teammates right above in the kitchen, open up the different hatches, having Reds hold back a player above Red stairs. Informing of his teammates there is a player above, careful of the roam, but he's doing his part, keeping him away, while his teammates trying to get, of course, a frag from dirt and above kitchen. Right now, we do have Sophia within stock room. Try to find another player, maybe playing right below, try to get a rotate on, watching down that long hallway towards the main stairs. As we see, we get the Monty providing that crucial information, while we did have Reds pushing straight into side, but gets taken down. Dean getting himself 2 kills right now in a 2v5 situation. Kingzo and Reds once again doing the last bit, try to help out the second side, try to bring this one back. The fuser is still in hands as when Kingzo coming down main stairs, try to find any place playing aggressive. Sees a beautiful hole right down there, try to take down Wolverine and does so beautifully. The deployable shield coming in from Church side, doing very well. Of course, you can see the defenders try to prevent the last player, being a Monty, from doing any damage, try to prevent him from pulling back, playing down the clock. As you can see, the Monty is reloading, doesn't have many bullets to work with, and mistakes are made. Crushers takes on Red, another beautiful round by the defending side.
Dynastic really just collapsed in there on Meraki. Meraki just falling apart when it mattered, losing those crucial gunfights, leaving it in that 2v5 situation. The Montaigne all by himself in dirt. It's a tough spot to be in as the Montaigne. it was just some great shots coming out there from, I just guess from Dynastic. Really just great defense overall. They didn't even have to really worry about Blue getting a lot of damage onto that Ashe even before it came down. I did see that, Meraki they weren't really using their drones there. They had 3 of their drones were deployed out of the entire team. And 2 of those drones were dead. They had a lot of drones in pocket that they could have utilized. So I definitely think that they've been trying to, use, I guess their own characters to gather that information, especially having that Montaigne is very crucial when feeding back that information. But perhaps some more utilization of their drones, they might not have to, kind of just walk into this, hard defense from Dynastic.
When seeing like what you just mentioned now, having a player under eastern stairs, red stairs, seeing a player right above, of course being at that point heavily tagged before you even noticed he was there, getting reduced down to 20 HP is really not something you want, especially in the first 30 seconds. While of course opposing player still being full HP knows where you are, providing that information towards his team. Can't really do much, just of course being siege, having a mechanic, 1 headshot is of course a kill. But at that stage, do not really make a difference. You want as much HP going into any fight. Maybe being a little bit cautious with the drones is a good idea. Yes, saving it for the later game. Some friendly fire coming in towards the sledge, taking him down towards 79 HP. But I think let's see what happens this time. Of course, these are pro players. They are very aware when they make mistakes. Let's see what they do differently. We already have Red playing as Ashe on the central sub roof, spraying onto Facade, trying to find any player. Pushing in super aggressively towards Jim, takes down Oscar, still using the, of course, the environment around him as cover as they are not bulletproof. And then you see spraying to the soft wall, finds himself a second player, having go not too far behind, taking on Swaji. Red's taking out Crushes. This teamwork from Meraki, we've seen a whole different side to them. Once again, super dangerous, super aggressive, but working together as a single unit. Right now we have Wolverine in a 1v5 situation.
Absolutely mad gameplay there by Red, as Reds gets the final shot onto Wolverine, and it's a flawless round there for Meraki. The Ashe there, just extremely aggressive. Red on the Ashe, obviously, just extremely aggressive push. He just jumps straight into Jim. I wasn't able to see if they had droned it out beforehand, but really just quick, very extremely aggressive gameplay there. But it paying out as they really just kind of cleaned up the Dynastic defense there fairly easily. We are going to go back now to CCTV cash room, as Dynastic believe they have a better chance at holding that there. I just don't think that they were prepared for such a fast push there from Meraki.
Was having gym room right next to Sards, having that whole long wall being soft, and of course shooting up, they did of course open it up to play off of, but I don't think they were expecting such aggressive push. A lot of the defenders at that point were still on their cameras trying to find anyone still entering, maybe to help out the roamers. But at that stage, having a player go straight into Jim, yes, they will be behind the purple shields, but some of the parts did stick out, and of course making it very effective for the attacking side, just to pick out the players one by one, using these environments around him to make sure he can stay alive, be a threat as long as he has to, until his teammates can continue doing what they do. And you can see they were eventually sandwiched in, having Wolverine by himself. Unfortunately, in such a very difficult situation, having 5 players to, if anything, try to clutch against. They couldn't pull through towards the end there, but really well played. We do have an extremely close game on our hands, still very early stages. Can't wait at this stage to see what the second half brings, to see what the attackers can do on defense, what have they learned from one another, and vice versa.
So we're seeing another aggressive or just a very heavy hold here on Garage. A lot of utility being dumped into Garage. Both of the Jaegers, I guess, barbed wire, sorry, are replaced onto the staircase. We saw 1 ADS in there. We saw 2 Legions go down. So we know that they're going to try and hold Garage extremely powerful here. That kind of gives them a nice angle through the window out onto this breach once the breach will get opened. That's going to be the first step here from Meraki. So obviously we can see the Maverick coming out. He's going to open it up so that they can't bandit trick. Once they know that they can't bandit trick, they can easily go for the open here using that Ace. It's extremely good gameplay here coming out for Meraki. We see Ace going out and the wall's now going to be open. Now the team's going to have to focus on trying to get control of Garage before they try and push into B to get the plants. We do see the rotate coming out here with the Zofia from down below. Red is just kind of droning it out while Ace cleans out top floor.
Herber's already dropping down into logistics. Very interesting, of course, been a very crucial spot as well to hold. Not the most important towards the defenders, but you don't want such an important room ready to be given away. Of course, we do have Bandit within the master bedroom being spotted out by Reds. A beautiful pre-fire, beautiful flick, taking down Oscar. Right now brings to a 4v5 situation. Having that sledge to open up the softball to continue pushing through, knowing there was defender there, taking down, of course, having the drones around him to ensure that there aren't more players. Right now still in a 4v5 situation. Shots are being traded. Kingzo takes down Dean. Right now we have two of the attackers, of course, being heavily tagged. But of course, Legion still alive, having his Legion mines, which came in clutch last time around. Once again, Red Stairs still being held by the defenders. We do have a player within, of course, construction areas, peeking straight through there. Heavily, of course, King's been the Maverick, who was playing here before, trying to sandwich a player on Red Stairs, trying to push him back to a point where he can't support. A beautiful trade coming in from both sides. Crush has found himself a 2k against Cobras and Kingzo. Right now, back to a 2v2 situation. The fight for the Red Stairs continues.
Absolutely great gameplay here coming out from both of these teams. Like in a 2v2 situation, all the players lost just a little bit of health with 30 seconds on the clock. The defuse is picked up by Red and the plant starts to go down. With Red's in cover, gets the shots out, brings it down to a 2v1 situation. Crushes left alone, needing to clutch it out for his team here. He's got 35 seconds left on the defuse. He's going to have to try and push in and take out the Ash, which he does so, leaving Red down. Now it's just Reds versus Crushers. As Crushers looks to kind of hold out towards Preach. The shots coming off onto the sledge, leaving with a sliver of health. Crushers with the incredible shots, taking out Reds and going for the defuse. Great clutch here, an absolutely great round here from Crushers, being absolutely dominant during that round.
Really well played. I mean, the crossfire between both teams supporting one another, but the trades towards Red Stairs going back and forth, bringing it back to the last 1v1 situation, of course, coming into the final shots and still getting the defuse in, working in favor of Dynastic, ready 3-1. What an exciting game. I think before we head into the next round, we'll take this time just to thank once again our sponsors and Vanguard Esports for doing this entire tournament. And if you guys are enjoying what you see, make sure to subscribe and leave a like. It supports this amazing community and ensures there'll be more esports opportunities within the South African scene in the near future.
That is for sure. We do appreciate every single one of you that are out here supporting this community and supporting the growth of the Rainbow Six Siege community in South Africa. It's absolutely awesome to see. What a banger of a game. As we go all the way down back into basement, we're going to see a similar hold coming out here from Dynastic. It did work for them the last time. We are seeing both rotates down onto blue. Looks like Oscar is going up. Dirt's going to go get those reinforcements done. We see Dean just setting up some of the mute jammers there on Church Wall. Going to be extremely important hold there if the attackers decide to go to try and open that up. Those are definitely, the two reinforcements that you want to try and keep up as long as you can, especially as the defenders. Once those fall, it's very, very hard to stop the diffuse or the plant at least going down behind a bomb there. It doesn't really look like any of the attackers are rotating upstairs, so it doesn't look like we're going to see any heavy roamers for this hold. We're more going to see a site hold coming out here from the team. We are seeing Dirt already being opened up here by Gohan, who's going to look to push it down there once again. They don't have the Montaigne this time for the information, but we can see that most of the drones, we've got 4 drones already out there as Gohan loses some health to Oscar but gets the final shot off of him, putting them in a 5v4 situation only 30 seconds into the round. We see the first Lion coming out here. He still has 2 more in the bag. So looking down at the utility of the defenders, we're seeing the first smoke coming out here, leaving him with 2 more gas canisters. With still 2 minutes left on the round. It's a very early gas canister. We see down onto staircase, Crush is holding a very aggressive style here, but the floors are getting opened up here by the Sledge. Crushers is going to have to now fall back down onto site as the Sledge pushes down to control the staircase.
We're going to see a very interesting push now between the, of course, attacking team on the central stairs. Try to spot play. We pull back behind the playable shield who has played in the same position before and got the trades that he needed to ensure that his team won. And we see Gohan once again ready, got a kill to his name, pushing construction, try to do the most, be an additional threat to this push. Once again, Sledge open up the entire soft wall, cooking a beautiful nades and come in, Gohan finally getting 2 kills, taking out Swaji, ready back in the 5v3 situation, shots are being traded, everyone's pushing together. Now this is the synergy that you love to see. Cobras once again coming past, taking down Dean in a 2v5. Wolverine Crushers are left to the defending side, try to do what they can to hold down all these different spots that the attacking side can push in. This obviously goes a very big room, many possibilities for the attacking side, a very aggressive wide peak by Gohan, and it works. Crushers not too far behind, taking a Gohan, bringing it back to a 1v4, Diffuser is going down. Can Crushers pull it back in a 1v4 situation?
Crushers once again left by himself, needing to clutch it out for his team. We saw a slower push come from the Meraki team here as Crushers tries to push up. The grenades come out and Red gets the final shot out onto Crushers. We saw a very slow, methodical push there from Meraki. We saw a lot of drone work coming out from them because they didn't have that Montaigne to feed that information. So instead, they just utilized those drones a lot more. And I think it really worked for them that round. They took it a lot slower, a lot more like communicative. We saw the drones coming out with the wide angle or the wide peaks from dirt. It was really just, at that point, Wolverine and Crushers just kind of just stuck there. Not much that they could have done against that Meraki push.
Of course, this time around, going back towards Church and Arsenals, having faith that they can actually hold down side. This time bringing in a Valkyrie. Very interesting, of course, having a 6B between the Bandit towards the Melusi, being a very powerful operator. Can't wait to see how this 2 new operators that we haven't seen in the entire game change the tide of this tournament can be the winning formula that the team of course, expecting, as I said, to continue holding the lead, try to get 4 more rounds and take home the entire tournament. Once again, Dirt is getting a lot of attention from both the Legion and the Melusi, making sure whoever does push through this time around will not have such a great success as they had previously. Of course, Valkyrie being an operator, of course, having her cameras, trying to find additional information for her team. As we see from the previous round, how important the information by the cameras were for the attacking team through their drones. I think Dean was heavily influenced, but as Troy tried to do exactly the same. We saw how the top floor control influenced the entire round, moving, making the opposing team, the defenders, move around to spots where they could punish them. Just trying to see exactly where they are, maybe having a Nitrous Soul play come in, taking down one of the attacking team. We were, of course, being very aggressive this stage so early on, getting the play advantage, pulling him back towards sides and holding all those different doors.
We're seeing the utility already being used here in dirt here. It doesn't look like there's any defenders in dirt. Oh, there is one lying down, so the screen's a little bit fuzzy here. So they are going to try and hold out dirt here. Gohan's going to go for the drone instead of trying to push down alone. He already sees that there is one in dirt and pushes on straight after his drone, getting hit by the Legion. Just that slow ticking health. Red's losing 50% of his health here with the fight outs coming hard. Red with the incredible shot onto Oskai. We see the Gohan falling now. It's back to a 4v4 situation. Again, these 2 teams moving fairly quickly, just 2 minutes into the round here, and we're seeing very aggressive plays. Looks like the Roamers are trying to annoy Cobras here, who's looking to try and push down into Strip.
Dean already been playing as Valkyrie, being the roamer for the defending side, already being droned out, pulling away from Strip Club at this point, trying to go back towards his teammate who's currently holding pool table. Beautiful spray by Cobra, taking on Dean Kingser as well, making things happen on the other side of the map, taking down Crushers, ready in a 2v4 situation. Adapting the play compared to last round, opening right above Sut. From there, we have Soldier trying to find the angle, taking down a player who is currently droning out. Once again, you see the smokes coming in, preventing access from the players from the central stairs. There we get Wolverine. Smoke's coming into play, taking on Cobras. Reds takes on Wolverine, and Red as well, taking on Swaji. What a beautiful play. Very aggressive, very, I can say, centralized towards the end there, pushing together as a single unit. Now this is what we expect. Bringing back the game, making it a lot more even, switching to half-time, 3-3.
You know, those last 3 rounds were extremely important there. Just absolutely great attacking rounds. They're coming out from Meraki, getting, less aggressive than the first 2 rounds, but then, really just working together there as a single unit. As you said, a lot of drone work coming out from them. I'm sure we're going to see something very similar coming out from here, Dynastic here. But halftime, sitting at 3-3, we've seen both teams kind of swing both ways. Every round has been very dominant to either one side or the other, which is fairly interesting. Plett, what are we thinking really for the rest of this game here?
Really seeing how the first half went, how aggressive the attackers were, and how defensive, if I can say, the defenders were, especially on certain sides, really winning a side, trying again, couldn't pull through the second time around. I'm sure the Meraki are expecting to see something very similar, especially seeing how the previous team played, how very, if I can say, defensive they were. Maybe expect a very slow play at this point, just hold them back, maybe not really go for kills. We do see Reds right above playing as Valkyrie, being the roamer, getting the hatches. At this point, I think it's still early stages. These teams are very different, and of course, adapted to situations very differently, but I can't wait to see what happens. We see Gohan really open up some holes for his teammates to shoot through, getting a nice rotate in there, try to throw any nades if needed, try to get on a spot as well, climbing on the obstacles within the site, try to use it to their advantage. Right now, we see Ace try to find anybody, try to rush out, get an early kill. What exciting. We have seen, of course, Dynastic at the stage, how scared they were against the roamers, anybody rushing out, but can we see something similar this time around?
So we see the push coming here from Dean as he pushes down into stock, probably going towards kitchen to try and open up kitchen hatch. It's going to be his job to get all those hatches open. Once all those hatches are open, they can start looking to push it down. Sky just making sure that no one else is sitting on first floor with them, just watching the angles into bars as all the hatches start getting open. We're hearing the explosions coming out as kitchen hatch, I believe, just got opened here. Crushers looks to push into kitchen. Doesn't look like they need to worry about any of the C4s. The C4 already coming out from Cobra here as Red gets a pick off onto Dean. A great start here for the Meraki defense. We do have one C4 left here held by Reds. Obviously, Cobra C4 not getting any hits onto the Dynastic team. You can see the vertical gameplay coming out here from the Zofia as the Ace looks to open up the hatch down onto blue. Looks like they're going to try and push down blue. We did see that there was a two rotates onto blue, so it's definitely going to be a side that Meraki is expecting them to push. We should see the Zofia now, once they get control of this vertical play, will push down staircase and look down long hallway. I believe there is a shield that she's going to have to deal with down long hallway. We're seeing the stuns coming out here as one of the defenders is lying down on the floor there, hoping to get an easy pick onto one of the attackers.
As we see, Dynastic using their strats against them, know exactly how to counter them. We have a breach shot from above coming in from the Sophia, trying to once again make use of the top ground control, which already know there aren't any roamers, and if there are, they'll be able to get the trades because they are sticking together. Right now, all hatches have been opened. Right now in kitchen, looking down, we have Swaji, but a beautiful shot by Oscar, bringing it back an even game, taking on the Cobras. Red taking out Oscar, getting a trade in for his team. As I did say before, they're playing very close together, try to get them trades early on, and try to separate the defending players. As you can see, the mid jammer coming into effect, of course, preventing any drones or even some effectively utilities on the attacking side coming in. We have Crushers by himself straight into blue, trying to find a player holding it. As we see Red, as Marshall once again getting himself a second kill this round, taking on Swaji. Reds as well taking on Crushers. Red finishing up with a 3k, taking down Wolverine. A beautiful round, starting off the first half of this game, turning the favor into Meraki.
Yeah, that was an extremely important round there for Meraki, taking the first win on their defensive rounds. Just extremely important. They're just kind of just setting the precedence for the rest of the game here. Really just aggressive style there, but they weren't too aggressive. We saw Kingso kind of lying down. We saw the Zofia was going to just push down staircase, but if she did that, obviously the Valkyrie was going to get that pick off. Then we saw that vertical gameplay coming out. The Zofia, using the breach charge to open up to now look down onto the bottom of staircase. But instead of trying to hold that angle and be aggressive towards that angle, Kingso just fell back just a little bit. Fell back through Moto, back into sight, like onto Church. It was, able to bring that gunfight later on in the round, just slowly trying to pick at the attackers' strategies as they were trying to push onto sides, just wasting downtime, so that by the time they had to, kind of finish up, Dynastic just did not have time, and the Meraki defense just kind of collapsed down on them. We are going to see a very similar hold here coming out from Meraki, very similar to the Dynastic type rotates. They're going to completely reinforced garage. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of utility being dumped onto rafters as they look for a rafters hold. Very typical to see the bandit coming out here. We should see some bandit tricking, but that Maverick in play will definitely stop that from happening. It'll be interesting to see whether that Maverick goes for a hole that he'll throw a grenade through, or if he's just going to kind of open up a hole down below like we saw coming out from Meraki on their attacking side.
As we see right now, having the players moving towards eastern subgroup, trying to get into CCTV, of course, being one of the most crucial walls that the attacking side can get access to so early on. And having a player, of course, most probably at this stage will go towards logistics. From there, open up the hatch from there, flank around, go through bedroom, clear it out, make sure there aren't any roamers, maybe catch a player off guard while he goes to construction. From there, put a threat towards Cashroom side while he has players from eastern suburb ready watching two major, if I can say, choke points towards the objective. Of course, Garage at that point being the only place left to behold if they are enjoying coming in from down below. See all the different players coming in. A beautiful angle by Oscar. Try to find any player on site. Of course, being a very defensive spot as well. Having any bullets come through there, most probably will be caught by the reinforced wall. The Ace coming in, working together. The Maverick is exactly what you want to see right now. Soldier putting down to Irana, pushing together. Make use of that decoy as much as they can. Of course, there is a certain distance. There's a time limit on it that they can use. It can't really do everything, but it can find players. Cobra's already being tagged early on from start. Dean spraying towards Rolf to try to catch a player hiding behind it. Super early stage, already 1 minute and 30 seconds. Already passed right now as we see the Wama holding down rafters with a very powerful gun. Spraying down, does take down the Bonner outside, but is he aware that there is another player right there to get the trade?
So now we're in a 4v4 situation, a minute left on the round. Dynastic have done a great job here so far. Their first step was to open up the wall. They've got that open now. Then they needed to get control of Garage, which looks like they just got control of as Red takes it down to a 4v3 situation. See the push coming out from the Iona here. She gets the shots off, but immediately gets traded back. We're seeing the smokes coming out. The shots go down, and Oscar takes out Cobras, and Reds gets the shot out onto Oscar, leaving it in a 2v1 situation. Wolverine needs to now try and get the pick off. I'm not sure if he does have diffuser or not, but we're seeing another smoke coming out here. He still has one more smoke in that pocket. The last smoke going down, 20 seconds left of the round. Not sure if he's going to have enough time here. We see the shots coming out from the rotate onto rafters here. He's going to have to try and push in and watch both the left and the right. Shot coming out. Absolutely incredible shots onto the Valkyrie there, putting it down to a 1v1 situation. He's going to go for the kill, but get shotgun down from Reds with a great hold from the Garage.
As you're saying, he has to look both left and right, being in a very bad spot, being sandwiched by the last two players at that stage. Beautiful fleck towards a player holding Red stairs, but unfortunately got a little too close towards a player on rafters with a shotgun at that stage. Try to make use of that distance that you obviously have an advantage, but I mean, really well played. Still have an equal fight. The first bullet to land, of course, wins the game. I'm sure at that stage you had a brilliant rush going through him, having very confident at that stage with a beautiful flick, bringing that 1v2 into a 1v1. right now at this stage looking very good for the Meraki side, needing 2 more rounds for them to take the map, and of course being map 1, the only map they will go through and of course play the next games tomorrow. Quite excited to see once again we're going towards the second floor, of course being the bedroom and gym. Let's see how they will approach holding gym, and of course Kudu Wall. At this stage we've seen a very aggressive push that worked in favor for them. As we see right now, Dynastic already having a player down at this stage. Very intriguing. Will a rehost be called, or will they play through it?
You know, this is a extremely important bomb site to try and defend as well as attack here. So we're going to see a lot of utility trying to open up Jacuzzi Wall. That's probably going to try and be the first step that they're going to have to deal here, well, at least deal with from Dynastic. Then they're either going to try and look to try and go plant into B by pushing through together through Jacuzzi Wall, or we're going to see 1 or 2 of their players rotate around through construction. Once they get control of both construction and Jacuzzi Wall, it's really just about slowly collapsing down that attack onto the defending side here. So it's going to be interesting to see which one of those two the defenders really push to try and hold the most here. Obviously, they're going to try their best to try and stop that opening up of Jacuzzi Wall. You know, with the bandits, that shouldn't be too hard here. But we do have both a Maverick and an Ace. We see the Hibana already opening up everything to try and make the push onto construction and get that all opened up.
The bottom making a very dangerous spot for the defenders here, and all these different things go off, of course being the eastern suburb wall from there. And of course, logistics office as well as hatch from there, having 2 very important places open. Not too sure exactly where players are at that stage. They do expect 2 players ready from that side, but of course a banner taking it out, playing off the teammate within CCTV. There only is a player within there holding it. Can they work together as a team and find the player? Of course, move back towards red stairs from there, working to the, of course, money room, and then from there try to peek a play. He has a beautiful spray onto the gun, red stairs but cannot connect. A beautiful spray through the wall. Swodgy takes on red, Reds takes on Swodgy, Wolverine takes on Gohan, of course Crushers takes on Kingzo. Red's not out of it just yet, takes on Crushers in a 2v2 situation. On both sides right now they have a player below 60 HP. Of course Red's been a lot low on his last quarter of his health. Still doing a lot of work preventing access for the attackers. They have found bomb A, they still have diffuser in hand. A lot of things can still happen, but this stage only having a minute and 10 seconds left. Still a lot of time to work off of. Dean pushing through, clearing every room he can, making use of his flashbangs, making sure if there's anybody holding that, maybe pull back, get an angle. Reds takes on Wolverine. Very important deciding factor. Diffuser is now dropped, and we're in a 1v2 situation. Beautiful pre-pass coming from Dean, going through the rotator hole that was previously made by the defenders. Does he know there is a player in the bathroom, and if so, can he get him? The Jaeger ADS systems preventing his flashbangs coming into play, pushing ready wide, playing super aggressive, and it works in his favor, taking down Cobras and clutches it.
Wow.
Wins it. Kaelin Reds, who was of course playing outside gym hallway, doing the most right now, making easy reinforcements, using their cover against them. A beautiful knowledge, beautiful placements, beautiful shots from Reds.
You know, great round there from Dean. You know, we saw Reds kind of holding out construction. Once he got that pick off onto one of the Dynastic players, he realized that Dean was still trying to take control of construction. Instead of trying to fight that, he decided to drop down, rotate back through bar, up main staircase, and got that pick off that brought it back down to a 1v2 situation. So really, Meraki doing a great job there to bring it into a position where they had the advantage there, but Dean with just the incredible shots there at the end to take out both the castle. It was a great flick onto the castle. I think he thought the castle was trying to hold further back in the bathroom or perhaps in showers, but got that great, you know, close up shot, pulling out the secondary there to finalize that round there for Dynastic. It's a great pick, especially because they played that entire round with a 4v5. So very important there. Oscar is now back. So we're back at a 5v5 with Meraki just sitting 5-4 onto Dynastic. Obviously an important matchup for these two teams as they look to kind of showcase their skills in their first match here during this tournament.
Of course, both teams still very fresh, very excited to be showing us what they are capable of and seeing what the future games have installed for them. I'm sure they definitely will be the teams to look out for. Of course, Meraki having their previous tournaments and more, having the new guys on the block. Dynastic ready, making it a tough game throughout. Can't wait to see exactly how the approach is. Of course, once again, being in the basement church and Arsenal room. The first priority at this stage, get access towards the upper floor control. Having access towards that, they can slowly pick away from that soft floor that they can possibly shoot down at, maybe catch a player off guard, make use of the utilities like flashbangs and grenades, and have a player cause havoc between dirt. As you can see, crushes with his teammate pushing through right now, trying to find information by using their drones. Finds a Legion Man. Very well played there, getting information to Legion Mans down within dirt. Very crucial information, really counting down how much Legion Mans has. Going down to the final details, what wins this games, all these teams. Try to open up those hatches from there, like I did say before, the soft walls. We do have Swaju clearing up, making sure there isn't any roamers, allowing his team to do what they can. Ask out pre-fine straight down, try to find any player getting on top of the counter, of course. Scared of any nitro souls that might possibly be lurking underneath them. Gohan watching blue, try to prevent any player from right above him, which he can here, of course, from going down, rushing straight into the sides and causing havoc.
I'm not sure if Dynastic know that there is a vigil. Cobra is roaming all the way upstairs. Oscar sees that the hatch is open, and I'm sure the information is now being put out that there is somebody roaming upstairs. They're going to have to deal with Cobras before they make the push down onto sides. As we say that, Crushes takes out Red, putting them in a 5v4 situation with just a minute 20 left on the round. It's now as a 4-4 as Red gets the shots off onto Crushes, but it's still important to note that we still have Cobras roaming upstairs who hasn't been dealt with as yet, but Dynastic still look to go down onto site. Cobras might get a great rotate here and get some picks off onto the Dynastic team, which might end up being their absolute fall when attacking this site here. They really needed to try and deal with him. He now drops into garage as he looks to try and take control of that first floor once again. He looks down into Moto's Kingso, gets shots off onto Wolverine. Dean refrags down onto Kingso as Gohan goes onto Dean. Oscar going through with the plants, but Reds with the incredible shots, taking out Oscar, and the round goes towards Meraki.
Cobra's of course playing his vigil, being above, being alive throughout the entire thing, was not spotted. From there, knowing he's safe, knowing that they're really pushing towards sides, of course the trades coming in, only a handful of players still left alive, and of course the information about the cameras, providing that information exactly where they are, jumped down the hatch from there, moved around, of course, from Memorial Room, from there going into Church, peeking down a player through that long hallway, going towards Church side and finishing up, ready, well played. And of course, from that stage, of course, we have seen the Dynastic side, seeing that the hatch was open from above, knowing that there, of course, will be a roamer, but they're not ready, if I can say, find him out, take him out so early on. From there, push towards start, rather going towards start, leaving a roamer right up above. Of course, from there, hopefully getting the diffuser down, from there holding it, knowing that the last player was last seen off start, using that to their advantage, but unfortunately it did come back, and Cobras made the work happen. But beautiful placement by Oscar to find that hatch was open and relay that information. It was extremely crucial for his team to know that there is a player off start. Yes, at that stage you can't have all the drones going straight down to the bottom. Try to search out all players. They want to save as many of them can for that last push, and yes, the last push came into effect. Beautiful rotates, as you can see, a nice little jump through the top hole there by Reds. Try to get him easy access out. Maybe throw the attackers or anybody going for the defuse early on. Throw him off guard, get a kill, and maybe retreat back towards Reds, which we have seen him do before.
You know, this is, you know, one of the reasons that, you know, I just enjoy Rainbow Six Siege in general, is we got to see the decision making coming out there from Dynastic. You know, they knew that Cobras was upstairs roaming, so instead, you know, at that point they have the decision. Well, do we go on the hunt? Do we go try and take out Cobras, or do we push down on the side, go for the plants, and look for the hold? And that's exactly what they tried to do there. You know, just they weren't able to get control of the Meraki defense there completely, and you know, even if they were able to control it all, they would have then had to try and deal with Cobras coming down straight onto them from those hatches that they had previously opened up there. Now that we're sitting onto we're just finished 10 rounds already. These players are starting to get a little bit tired. Obviously, their mental energy is starting to decrease. Their concentration slightly wearing. Now it's almost a perfect time for them to grab some of that new human.
As we did say before, there are these sponsors of the event, of course, helping out, bringing back the esports scene of South Africa. There are more opportunities for the players to not only represent themselves, but their teams and their organizations. As that side say that Oscar gets taken down by Reds in a 3v5 situation. Diffuser goes down with the Nomad in a 5v2 situation. Gohan, of course, in that Swaji. Wolverine takes on Reds, still in a 4v2 situation. We have seen Dynastic at the stage pull it back. Hopefully Canada do the same thing, allowing them to get closer, helping them get closer to the 7 rounds. Of course, Meraki at this stage at match point. It's literally do or die for Dynastic, but can they bring it back? Only need 3 rounds. Crush is watching through CCTV, of course, using the on a drone. Unfortunately, it does make a lot of noise. Gets taken out straight away. No sound cues come into effect. Almost gets taken down from the left window, but can he play? Can he get a spray onto the Jaeger? He cannot connect his shots. Wolverine once again lost player usually for the Dynastic side to clutch it up and hopefully to win them the round. Right now it's still early stages, only 55 seconds left and still counting. Diffuser down in garage, still having a play within rafters, not too sure where the other players are. A beautiful push out by Kenzo taking down Wolverine. Crushes left in a bad situation, knows where the situation is. He's been heavily pushed by the defending side, and of course aggressive pushes by Meraki. Only is low on bullets, takes down Crushes, winning map 1, being Clubhouse, making them already having 1 win to the name. Can't wait to see what they have to bring to the table tomorrow.
Great game there by both teams. Meraki taking that victory over Dynastic on Clubhouse. We saw some incredible defense coming out there from Meraki. They were really just able to control that Dynastic, just aggressive style there. Meraki being extremely aggressive those first few rounds, we kind of just expected it from them in general. We knew that they were going to be aggressive throughout this game here, but absolutely incredible gameplay coming out.
Honestly, one for the record books. Honestly, really proud of both teams. Played very close game throughout the entire map. Can't wait to see what they bring to the table tomorrow. Of course, let's just take this time once again to thank all the viewers for sitting through and watching this amazing gameplay from both teams. Ready, pushing through towards the end. They're bringing the rounds close, back to back. And really congrats to the Meraki side once again for taking the win. And can't wait to see what both teams do tomorrow.
Absolutely amazing, but that's not all the games that we have today. We do have Ukiyo versus iD.T here coming up on Villa.
Now that will be a game to see. Second round for that. Can't wait to see exactly how it plays out. Been new guys on the block, but let's see what they have in store for us. Can they give us another exciting game, which we have seen today?
Should be a great gameplay here. Just waiting to hear what time that gameplay will be. Okay.
Right, so
All right.
Starting straight away. Can't wait to see what these guys have in store for us. So I think we're going to have a short break, get the players in, see what they have. So let them have this time to once again go over everything that they have discussed. Can't wait to see what they have in store for us. We will see you guys soon. Stay tuned, stay excited, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you guys soon.
Yeah, I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Yo, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Trying to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. And I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win. I won't stop till the end, no. Some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory bad enough to get a C. They'd rather just go leave it be. And oh, this journey I've been on since 13. Working hard and learning, never stopping searching. Yeah, it's burning, all this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. And I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end, no. Yo, all these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. What am I doing, did I do it right, yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light. I need to breathe, get me up and out of the sheets. Under my feet, another cup of coffee and me. That's what I need, my eyes puffy, I can't see. I'm too tired to function, but too lost to sleep. Ay, I think I need to be on something medication. I think I need to figure out the segregation. I think I needed just a better education to understand a world that's so complicated. Intoxicated, every night faded, just so I can sleep thinking that it's sated. I feel hated, I feel hatred. I'm lost deep in my mind that I've created. I have dreams where my life is devastated. Feel so real that I wake up shaking. Need thicker skin cause this life is no haven. Nod your head if you get what I'm saying. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. What am I doing, did I do it right, yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light, yo. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. What am I doing, did I do it right, yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light. I don't really think I understand this world now. Got my head spinning round in a circle. Everybody lacks what they need internal, so they compensate with everything external. Not trying to throw shade, no way. I'm just trying to find a meaning of life, hey. There's happiness if you try to live the right way. Forget about what others have and live your life, hey. Be aware of who you are, what you're good at. Take a step forward, see where your foot's at. Stand tall, stand proud, talk loud. Every word out your mouth has purpose now. You just gotta get rid of the bad thoughts. Hating others cause you know that they got a lie. Forget that though, you got plenty, you're alive in this life. You got time, go get it. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. What am I doing, did I do it right, yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light, oh. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. What am I doing, did I do it right, yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light, oh. said you better watch what you're doing, 'cause I ain't gonna stop when I'm moving. I'm headed to the top, I'ma do it. I'm headed to the top, I'ma prove it. And baby girl, I like what you're doing. Your body's out of sight when you're moving. You look just like my type, so let's do it. You know I'll treat you right, let me prove it. And I could go all night, I'm sick of being nothing. All right, I'm gonna be something. I'll fight with every breath, trust me. I'ma be the one at the top, you can't touch me. I need to find somebody like me, who wants to be something. I bleed with every word coming. I would rather die than be someone who's nothing. I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes, 'cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they say is fucking heinous, 'cause I'm the type of dude that you know is fucking dangerous. I'ma take it now, no you're never gonna break me. I'ma stay loud in the face of the hate, see. I'ma speak out, take the muzzle off my face. Breathe out of my mouth every word that will make me. Never had a doubt of the life that I'm making. Never had a doubt of the fight I'll be facing. Never had a doubt of the nights I'll be aching. Life is all about having dreams that you're chasing. With me now, I'll leave your ass in the street now. I'll put your ass underneath ground. I'll bury you 6 feet deep now. And you better stay down. Get the hell out of my way now. It doesn't matter what you say now. I'm gonna take hold of fate now. I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make changes, 'cause I'm the type of dude that's becoming contagious. I'm the type of dude that will always be ageless. I'm the type of dude that will always feel shameless. I'm the type of dude that they say is fucking heinous, 'cause I'm the type of dude that you know is fucking dangerous.
I don't get what I want, I get what I need. Every single day I'm heading off to my dream, and I get everything that I damn well please. I don't give a damn if you all listening to me, 'cause I run it. I'm the only one that really want it. I'm the only one that's really on it. I'm just being honest. I'm just doing everything I promise, 'cause I want it bad enough that I'ma make it as an artist. And I know I'm not the smartest, and I know I'm not the largest, but I promise you that I'ma be the one that worked the hardest, 'cause I promise you that I'm just getting started. And I promise you that my skills are getting sharper, so I'ma get started. Can't be guarded, nah, I'm the one to get retarded. Get the party started, yeah, get the party started. Yeah, so let me get up on it, yeah. Bitch, you got me fucked up. I don't know what's up. Pour that shit in my cup. We about to turn up. Crank this shit up so loud. Sounds like we're sold out in front of a whole crowd. We lose control now. I'll take this shit too personally. Everybody got a different version of me. Everybody gotta be learning from me. Everybody wanna be working with me. And I feel like there's uncertainty and urgency to find out what you wanna be. But honestly, we change our minds constantly. So stop and breathe and find out who you wanna be.
Going to our second map of the day for us, casters by myself, Kudu. Can't wait to see what the team has to bring to the table. Ukiyo versus iD.T. Very exciting game. Going to the first time within the tournament itself. Seen Villa being chosen as the map that, of course, only having one shot to win it all. Quite exciting. Can't wait to see how this new map, compared to the previous teams, comes into play. What can they do differently? Who is going to take the first win? How are they going to go on about it? Only time will tell. Ready at this stage, both myself and Kudu having a great experience for the past hour going into it. Kudu, are you quite excited? How are you feeling right now?
Bro, it should be a great game today. So this is actually both these teams' second game of the tournament. iD.T first going up against Vanguard, losing that match up 7-4. Ukiyo going against Omnious yesterday, losing it out 7-5. So it should be a pretty close match up today. It's a really important match, especially for that pool. Being our second cast of the day, though, I won't lie, Plett, I'm starting to get pretty exhausted, kind of stressed a little bit. But, I mean, we're going, right?
Well, that's a good point. Like I said, being a little bit stressed, I mean, it is very nerve-wracking, but at least as casters, we just experience what is happening in front of us, what these players are actually going through the most. But at least, with the sponsor of the event, we can get rid of any exhaustion, any stress feelings that you might be having, any confusion, of course, being brain fog. Guys, we have an amazing sponsor really supporting us with this tournament, bringing the esports scene alive within South Africa. Get your grade A Opti-Man right now within store, of course, situated within Pretoria. That'll get rid of any of those negative feelings that you're currently feeling. And right now, Kudu, I don't know if that's all you wanted. Yeah, because that sounds like a great opportunity to keep you focused, keep you energized for all the casting ahead, and of course, being excited to see what these players have in store for us and be able to react off of the gameplay.
You know, I never thought I would say that talking is exhausting, but with New Human, man, I could cast like 10 more games. So let's get straight on into this matchup here against these two incredible teams. We've got Ukiyo versus iD.T on Villa.
Very exciting. Of course, being Villa, one of the larger maps compared to the others in the comp scene, having so many rooms to work off of, so many floors. Interesting choice right now going into the banning phase. Do we have any predictions right now? I won't be surprised if Meraki comes into play. Of course, Tabana being a very safe operator, being able to get rid of any reinforcement walls far away, allowing their team to take advantage of that safe distance, knowing the play can pull back at any time if needed. The second attacker being banned, of course, being the Monty, seeing how the Monty played last time against Meraki, of course, versus the Dynastic. But this is very exciting, being super aggressive, being that crucial information, getting that info in with the ping system, recently being added into Siege, being a lot more enhanced compared to the previous years. And there we go, we get the mirror ban coming into play. Very important, no matter what room, no matter what map. We have seen mirror do the most on this map, doing the casting side of things. But Kudu, right now, going into the last one being Maestro, what do you expect from both sides, seeing the players being banned? Any predictions to exactly how they're going to hold side? Do you think Romans will be very important at this stage, seeing the operators being banned? Or do you think we're more a defensive strat from both sides?
You know, looking at this matchup and just knowing this map, Plett, you know, we've seen in other South African tournaments, this map has been extremely beneficial when it comes towards the Roma's side. So we are seeing the Mozzie here being brought out from iD.T as well as the Jaeger. So I wouldn't be surprised if we expect some roaming coming out from them here. They do have to obviously worry about that Jackal pick coming in, which I'm sure we might see later on the gameplay, especially if we see a lot of just roaming style here from iD.T. But with the Goyo pick going into Aviator and Games Room, I'm sure we're going to see a lot of utility being set up just to try and deny site entry here. The Thatcher being brought in, which we definitely expected. You know, we've seen a Thatcher ban in almost every game that we've had to cast. So having him on the board here is now actually absolutely great to have. But otherwise, a very typical lineup coming out here from both the teams. It's going to be kind of important here to see which side do they try and hold here. You know, most of the time we see roamers out towards Trophy Room. We're going to see if they put any utility here in Study. It looks like they have one barbed wire going out as you open up onto study door, we're seeing the Goya shields coming out here on top of the red staircase, which is going to be an important placement there. They're going to have to try and push out that Goya from holding up top. It looks like we're going to see some utility being placed there onto 90. Looks like the Jaeger's setting up there on 90. So this attacking squad here is going to have to try and get rid and get control of 90, get control of study before they start making their push down onto sites. You know, if they don't take control of 90, it's going to be hard for them if they decide to push from trophy side. And if they don't control study, well, then they can't really go in and, you know, open up that wall onto Aviator. We're seeing the fast gameplay coming out here from who was it? eGod, who gets taken out by Spin immediately. You know, super aggressive, quick gameplay. 30 seconds into the game, we're already left in a 4v5 situation. Spin on just losing a slither of health. We're seeing the window being opened up there from the Thermite immediately, who stares down the barrel of Token, who gets the shots off immediately. We see Denny, the IQ, just moving straight on in here, trying to peek over the shield to see if there's any defender. Doesn't see a defender, tries to get the shots off, but misses the shots on to the, I believe that was the Goya. The shots coming out here into Vault. Denny taking out Twixy. We're living in a 3v4, but the refrag coming out here by the smoke. Laxman taking out Denny's flanks, just pushing down, trying to open up the... There's their shots coming out as Laxman falls, puts it back in a 2v2 situation. We still have a minute 40 seconds on the clock with one player being taken out here. iD.T are now in a great position to win this round here. It's going to be a hard push here for the Ash, who is just on, you know, just under 40% health. It's going to be a tough one, having to worry about the pinch here. 10 health and just 10 bullets and a slither of health.
Right now in a 1v2 situation, health advantage and player advantage in terms of numbers is not in, not to say Stinks' favor, but really aggressive plays on both sides. But of course Tonic just finishing up, playing off the mainstays behind the deployable shield, going straight into study, preventing Axe of course from the veranda side, taking down the Thermite right there, cleaning up after his teammates. But honestly, I respect the aggressive push by the Amari jumping through the window. Like you did state, that 90-degree hallway is extremely important. It pretty much divides the top floor into two. If you have access to that, you have a very crucial point. And as we see how we already have an attack, is already pushing from landing side, going straight into Aviator room, being super aggressive, having no defenders there to hold him back. Getting onto side, getting a trade from a player within Vault, of course, being taken up by Games Room, bringing it back to a 2v2, then from a 2v1. A very interesting matchup we have so far, very close, no doubt about it. We have a 6-pick from, of course, the attacking side all the way towards the Jackal, and the defending side. Can't wait to see how these players bring out these new operators. Of course, not really been played this map just yet, still early stages, but iD.T taking home the first round of Villa. Very interesting right now, going towards the kitchen hold. We have seen this spot from time and time again. Very interesting, having so many stairs around and having long hallways to worry about. But let's see how the Pulse can make this work. We have seen Pulse in the same situation before, holding down the hatch, killing a player right above, which was a Thermite. Of course, but that's it's been reinforced, dropping down, dropping Diffuser, and from there winning the round. We see the drone work from all the players getting onto side, playing very cautious with the drones, getting that crucial information, not marking anybody. Having 3 drones on side, not having any of the defenders taking them out is extremely crucial. Still having a drone in their pockets to use around the building to get towards side. Let's see what they have in store for us from the attacking point of view.
You know, interestingly enough, Ukiyo coming out here, they have 5 Claymores on the board here. They're expecting a lot of roaming style here, trying to just cover the map around with Claymores, looking for any of those, you know, players from iD.T trying to do any flanks. We see a lot of utility being brought out here from iD.T with 3 C4s in pocket. That's absolutely massive here. It's going to be hard here for Ukiyo to try and deal with all of this utility. We see the first Thermite going out here, trying to get this match up. We see the first couple of C4s go out. 2 C4s come out here, but get no picks. You know, absolutely unfortunate there for iD.T. Left with 1 C4 in pocket of the Mozzie. They still have to try and deal with the 2 barbed wires there from the Jaeger, which is right there on the door. They do have to also worry about the 3 different castle doors, and they only have a Zofia that can take care of that. You know, everyone else bringing out those claymores, it's going to be difficult for them to try and push in without. But we're seeing the stuns coming out here from the Zofia as they start to make the push through Laundry.
I mean, Ukiyo is sticking together, having 3 players pushing towards Laundry, supporting one another. We have seen the RQ drone out Astronomy, having that hatch already open will prove extremely important. Heavy shots going through, taking a quarter of HP against Luxman and Trixie. As I said, Jay takes on Skillio in return, taking on Luxman. Igor taking on Trixie right now in a 5v1 situation as Sinks takes on Spin. Ready. Interesting, very aggressive plays from both sides. As we see Tonic not out of it just yet, takes on Sinks, holding back the 3 players who pushed through Laundry, who made their way towards side. Tarn's another one against Egod, is currently in a very difficult situation, having so much room to worry about. Throws Nacho over the table, trying to find any player, going for the plant. Unfortunately, could not find it. Diffuser is down. 1v3 situation, not looking in favor of Tonic, but he did do work. But Dinar coming in with the rotate all the way around, taking him down. Who was at this stage, of course, trying to find any possible movement from there, bringing it to a 1v2 situation. Ready, well played, going into round 3.
The castle really working well there for the defending side, but just not able to kind of hold through that push. As you said in Laundry, you know, Ukiyo kind of just stacked up in Laundry and did the hard push there. They were willing to use all of their utility to make that push through there. You know, once they cleared out, they opened up that wall, cleared it out, made the push together. They were all able to get those shots off. iD.T just really kind of left alone there for a second. Tonic just, trying his best there, trying to utilize the fact that he had those 2 castles on either side, so he really didn't have to worry about every single angle. But, just a rough spot for him in general. But it looks like they're going to try and change it up here. We're going to see a change up in the site. So we're going to go straight to the trophy room, statutory room here. Now, it's going to be extremely important for them to try and control that master bedroom side. So we see the Wamais busy setting up a shield here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a rotate through into bathroom. It looks like he's going to try and hold that closet area here as Spin tries to set up the reinforcements so that they can't get that peak all the way through into astronomy. It's going to be fairly important here. You see the rotate here going into master bedroom, so that tells us that they are going to try and hold out master bedroom. They're not going to just try and deny the opening of that wall. They're actually going to try and stop the push into master. So it's going to be extremely important here for Ukiyo, whether they try and get control of master, or if they try and go all the way to the south side, push through study, through games room, get control of classical hallway, 90 red stairs. Once they have control of that entire south section of the map, perhaps making the push onto the bomb sites there, or they're going to have to try and go for that astronomy master bedroom take, which is going to be extremely difficult given how much utility is there. But we see the drones coming out on master side, so we are going to see a master push here.
As you did say, the north side being defended, of course, being master bedroom and walking closet, and extremely important. If you can hold that out, you will streamline the opposing team coming from the south side, which of course my co-caster did state. Ready shots going down, the 6 people from Sinks did not work in his favor as Tonic takes them down, bringing it into a 4v5 situation. Of course, pushing towards side, ready aggressive at this point, trying to get a player early on. You see the Sophia charges coming in, trying to just, if anything, pull back the player behind the point, which will make him move back, getting access towards the walking closet. The drones are coming in. Does Dinar know the Jaeger's there? He does spray down. Of course, takes on Luxman. From there, Luxman takes on return. Dinar takes down Spin. Shots are going through. Currently in a 3v3 situation in favor of iD.T. In terms of health, right now making away from master bedroom and of course walking closer towards bathroom. Pre-firing straight into astronomy. Try to find a player who is sitting there taking out any utilities by the defending side. Very wide push by Ukiyo. Right now, Trixie takes down Jay. And now in a 2v3 situation, Egod is currently at 5 HP. Trixie takes on Egod, as I'll say that, finishing up what his teammates have started. Dinar taking on Trixie. The trades are coming in. 2v1 right now. RQ left alone. Information was given where RQ was previously, of course, taking on a player. Beautiful Nacho coming into play, cannot connect any shots. very risky prone right now. Stood up, can't really move quite a bit when you're prone. Of course, your feet can stake out a beautiful spray, but Dana keeping his calm, working slowly around, spots the other player. Can Skelio hold his ground? And yes, he can. Takes down Dana. Dana doing the most work that round, taking down 3 players, saying love, bringing it back from a 1v2 to a 1v1, ensuring that his team's not out of it just yet, but beautiful place for Skelio, making use of the objects around him, making use of that statue because it is not bulletproof. He can hide behind there, try to absorb as many bullets as he needs, drain the bullets, wait for the reload, then wild peek it, but ready, well played. Currently going into a 4th round, very tight games. Can't wait to see exactly what's going to happen in Games Room and Aviator.
You know, that was a great push there by Ukiyo, just being kind of, forced around there from iD.T, really just putting a lot of utility into Master there. You know, by the time they had gotten control, or by the time Ukiyo had gotten control of Master, they had already lost 2 of their players. One of their important picks there, though, for iD.T, what I actually think, where I was like, okay, they have control over this round, was the Ash pushing, through. We saw Aviator rooms there very quickly trying to move onto site and getting picked out early in the round. I think there was a crucial moment there for iD.T in their defense. They had, they could, after that, focus completely on the master bedroom push, so they, forced Ukiyo to waste a lot of utility there, so that by the time they'd gotten into master, they had all lost a lot of health, and they only had one other person on the south side of that side there. They just weren't able to just finally execute that attack. By the time they had control of the map that they needed to push onto sites, they didn't have any more utility to kind of dump onto site to make that final push. So great defense there from iD.T. As we see them change up the sites here, we should see a fairly good hold. We're seeing a very similar lineout as their previous lineouts here. Obviously the Mozzie, we saw some great roaming coming out there from the Jaeger, who just missed his shots onto the IQ in the last round. So it'll be interesting to see if they try and utilize that roaming strategy again here, which it does look like we do have 1 or 2 far roamers. Again, bringing a lot of claymores here, so they're having to hit these castle barricades. They don't want to try and waste any of eGod's utility just yet. They're going to have to try and keep that for later on when they need to start making the push onto site.
Seen already 3 players starting from Greenhouse once again. I'm sure iD.T at this point really having confidence that they held this up before, knowing how they played last time, but now we do have the Ash from down below. We knew there was a player above those stairs, playing very slow, waiting for the teammates. We have seen the Ash charges come in down below, break the deployable shield above. Can we see something similar? As we see the player holding down the stairs is of course the Mozzie, breaking down any drones that he can, prevent that information. A wild peak, but eGod couldn't connect his shots. Tonic with the Nitro still down below. Skello taking down 6, turning the tide so early on, bringing a 3v5 situation. Only a minute and 25 seconds has passed. Skello has been taken down himself after a beautiful Nitro Soul in hand. In a 3v4 situation, as you can see, you've seen a lot of action right now on the stairs. Tonic takes on Dana, Return takes on Tonic. The trades are coming in a 2v3 situation. Last couple of defenders holding side, working together. Jay and Thatcher, of course, being played by Return, working together, going towards the 93 hallway. At this stage, of course, we say that how important it is. Can't wait to see exactly what happens. Still have no more claymores at this point, ready being placed down, waiting for any roamers from down below, possibly going around, trying to catch them off guard. But very important operators right now. Probably the best duo team that you want in a situation. The Thatcher and Thermite open up any possibilities, open any reinforced walls, helping one another get rid of those bandit charges. As you see right now, we have a wall being opened straight in towards the bar room, where we had a player who had to be pushed back. Return now, if he wanted to, could go within the hallway. From there, peek into games room, try to catch a player off guard. Having 2 players within games room, of course, we proved very difficult, but Jay opened up the door, making more opportunities for him to go into Aviator and maybe wrap around, go all the way around, maybe open up games room, warm, or even Vault. From there, pushing in towards sides, helping his teammates sandwich them in, pick them off 1 by 1. Jay spots the player in games room, cannot connect his shots. Yes, he can. A player behind the bomb, bringing into a 2v2 situation. As I say, that spin, playing down 90, takes down Return. Diffuse is going down. Only 4 seconds left for Diffuse, and he can get it up and defend himself. The teamwork coming in, a beautiful teamwork, the synergy, the sprays, the pre-fires, and there we go. The defuse is going down and iD.T take round 4.
No, great round again from iD.T. Very similar defensive strategies there as we spoke about last round. You know, they forced the attacking side Ukiyo to waste all of their utility so that by the time Ukiyo had control of the parts of the map that they were trying to get control over, they had 2 players left and absolutely no utility. They didn't have any stuns, they didn't have any, you know, breach charges, they didn't have any claymores that had already been placed down. So really just a difficult situation. You know, both Jay, I think Return had 1 drone left, but Jay had no drones left. So, you know, they didn't even have any intel. At that point, you know, what really could they have done more? They really just, you know, held angles and were hoping that the defensive side of iD.T were going to play a little bit too aggressive. But, you know, iD.T just holding back, allowing them to push through. They waited for that Thatcher to rotate around the corner before getting that pick onto him. So just, you know, again, great defensive strategies here coming out from iD.T.
Right now going into round 5. Once again, we are seeing Kitchen being held. If I'm not mistaken, the attacking side did win this against iD.T. Kudu, please correct me if I'm wrong. But can we see the same performance that we saw last time around? Of course, coming down to the last couple of players, we did see, if I'm not mistaken, Tonic in a 1v5 situation, taking down 2 players, but got wrapped around by opposing player, getting taken down himself. Diffuser was down. But it is, of course, I learned from that. We never had a player above watching down the hatches, as we did see, of course, RQ previously go towards Astronomy. From there, open up the hatch, going all the way around, supporting from above, allowing the 3 players outside launching to push in, take their time, support them where needed, and of course, it worked out in their favor. How will round 5, of course, go? Already 10 seconds gone. It's amazing how quickly the time goes, especially if you don't think about it. You really have to go quick, and it's very nerve-wracking for both sides. Default cameras are being taken out, preventing any information, especially what type of operators were chosen, exactly who's still left, who's pushing where. Right now, drones going in towards laundry, as we did see before, information being shared. We do see, of course, the bandit charge preventing him from opening up that wall, and a Mu Jammer not too far behind to ensure drones don't go any further than they would like.
You know, again, we're seeing a different lineup coming out here from Ukiyo, and I think it's to try and deal with the utility here brought from iD.T. We see a sledge being brought out. That's probably to try and deal with the amount of castles that we've been seeing recently. You know, that's been something that's been, you know, really difficult for them. I'm also sure that they're trying to look for any vertical gameplay as Skillo gets shot out onto Jay, putting it at a 5v4 situation with a minute 55 seconds on the clock. We did have 3 C4s on the defending side here, the 1 C4 already being used by the Pulse. We still have 2 more in the pockets of both Mute and Bandits, who are both on site. They're looking for that push here, but it looks like Ukiyo are going to make the rotate here, try and push into the south side of the map and try and gain some map control. With a minute 30 seconds, they're halfway through the round here. They're still not in this map yet. They're still trying to push in. We're just seeing a lot of gameplay here as iD.T tries to clear out the roamers upstairs here before trying to make his way down onto site. Another pick coming out from iD.T here as Spin takes out Sings. Even in a 5v3 situation, I don't actually think Ukiyo know what to do to, you know, collapse down on this defensive strategy here. They just can't seem to get these picks out. Looks like they're going to try and go on the roamer hunt here, making sure that they're working together. Spin just making the rotate back through. He's going to come into contact with 2 of the players here if he keeps on pushing through. Spin just slowly making his way through as he hears the opening up here coming from the sledge. He makes a peek. The shots come out from both of them, just losing a slither of health here as he looks to push back towards site. He's not going to play too aggressive here. He's just going to let them slowly hunt for them as time ticks down. 30 seconds on the clock. They're still trying to catch him out. Spin just wasting their time. By the time they get Spin out here, they're going to have to sprint out onto site, and iD.T is just going to collapse down at them. Spin gets another shot off onto Deny. What a great style of roaming here. He takes out Return as iD.T refrags down onto Skillo, leaving iD.T alone against 4 shots coming out here as iD.T goes off here, gets 1, gets 2 as he runs into site, and it finishes off by Lakesman taking out iD.T. Great shots coming out there from iD.T.
iD.T definitely being the MVP of the round, playing within trophy rooms, going right down. Because speaking down the Skylight hallway, Right, they're going to open up the site wall right above there. Of course, reinforcements don't reach all the way. Open up there, try to find any player on site, maybe help out the team with endowment room, possibly even watching all the way down towards launch where these players were holding. Really well played from there, of course, going down, getting a couple of kills towards the end there, but could not pull through right at the end, but really well played. Only having 30 seconds left at that point when they made their way towards side, really having a 2v5 situation. Having 20 seconds at that stage, very difficult. Of course, mistakes are bound to be made. Both sides are holding, of course, in favor of the defenders, knowing they have to make a final push, don't have any openings. Watch the doorways. They are very limited in what they can do, but really well played. Can't wait to see what this happens this summer. Of course, going towards halftime very shortly. Can they hold out on the defending side? Can we see a complete turnaround in the attacking phase? There's only one way to find out, and that's staying tuned. Of course, if you guys are enjoying what you see, make sure to smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, support this channel. Of course, being hosted by Vanguard Esports League, an amazing organization making things happen within the Rainbow Six Siege industry, and especially for South Africans, we can't thank enough for these type of opportunities for our players, for our teams, for all the hard work that they put in. And of course, tomorrow it will continue all again, and later tonight. But Kudu, at this stage, what can you reckon Ukiyo can do to maybe change it up, maybe bring this last couple of rounds back, maybe go into the second round of a new mindset, maybe play a little bit more aggressive, maybe separate from one another a little bit?
You know, I think Ukiyo are in a very tough spot here. We're just seeing a lot of utility being brought out here from iD.T, and it's very difficult for Ukiyo to kind of deal with. Spin with an incredible round last round, just wasting a lot of the attacker's time there. Just an absolutely great roam there by him. A massive props. It was just a great round. He really, you know, by the time they had taken him out, I believe there was like 15 seconds left on the clock. So, you know, he wasted that entire round. Ukiyo spent chasing him around the map. So, you know, I think perhaps, you know, they do have the pick of a Jackal here, so perhaps try to pick out that Jackal to stop that heavy roam. We do see the Blackbeard being brought up here, just trying to get those sneaky picks off of them. But again, you know, we got 3 C4s on the board. We already have, you know, Omai's shield. You're going to have to worry about all of Omai's utility, worry about all of Jaeger's ADSs. You also got to then worry about the cameras coming out here from the Valkyrie. Just a ton of utility. I mean, you know, having eGuard on the IQ, that's definitely going to help a bit. Obviously, the Thatch is going to help. We're not really seeing... We did notice that they've switched out the Claymore on the IQ to the charges, and I think that that's just going to try and deal with anything. You know, they're just losing a lot of their just soft breaches, and they need to try and have those soft breaches for later on in the round. But great shots coming out here from Lakesman as return goes for the refrag here, bring it back down to a 4v4 situation. The Thermites on just 40 health here with still a minute left in the round. Ukiyo is struggling to get control over the map.
As we see a beautiful pick, but now taking down Spin right now in a 3v4 situation. Of course, the Thermite's still on 40 HP. Of course, at this stage, pretty much 2 shots and he's out, but Dinar getting himself another player. Tonic with a 2k at this stage, still early days in the round, 50 seconds and counting. We have Jay ready, peeking up the closet, trying to find bathroom, return, taking on Laxman. We have, honestly, was a big threat to the attacking side at this stage. In a 1v4 situation, can Skiller pull back? Can he get a few shots, which we have seen him do in the past? Shots have been traded, he can't do as much as you would like, but he does find Igor, which is a massive blow. Diffuser is going down, finds a beautiful trade, beautiful pre-fight to the player who is prone, can't really move when he's prone. Mobility is not in his favor, but another player prone, Jay, taking on Skelly, already well played. Honestly, is fitting with the carpet right now, making use of the monuments as well in front of him, being very difficult to spot. Nothing out of regulations, but really well played, very smart. Of course, still having his teammate not too far behind, just trying to get a bullet in, try to make him as low HP as possible, but ready well played. Round 7, as there you go, there is the round that I needed to bring back, make it a lot closer game, given that slight motivational, maybe even emotional or mental block to be removed. Continue doing what they train for. Very well played. Can't wait to see what they do this time around. Can they do the same amazing play that we saw previously, or will iD.T catch up, get their confidence back, and continue doing what they do?
You know, it's going to be interesting here to see what the iD.T team has in store for us on this attacking round. Immediately going to Aviator and games room here from the Ukiyo team. We're going to be interesting to see. We are seeing a lot, again, utility being brought out here. They're bringing a lot more shields, especially for the size. The smoke is going to be extremely important, but we're seeing, just looking over onto the iD.T side, they are bringing out an Ashe. That's going to be extremely important to try and get rid of shields or any barbed wires. We are seeing the Zofia as well being brought out, again, going to be able to deal with that utility. So iD.T just really replying to the mass amount of utility being used in this matchup between the two teams, because none of the bans that we saw were really bans to try and stop utility per se. There were more, bans on specific operators like Montaigne, just stopping that information push, especially when trying to defend this specific sites. It's very nice to have a Montaigne to kind of push onto the doors and feed that information back to your team.
As we see Luxman going up towards, very worried about, of course, any defenders peeking through windows, which they did, of course, against their opposing players, taking a lot of the HP so early on, especially in the first 30 seconds, working together once again from Greenhouse, getting this initial early on in towards study. From there, working around, maybe try to catch a player from downstairs, whereas we do have Ashe once again playing underneath, which is very smart, as I did say previously, is to break any deployables or any utilities by the defenders from down below. As you can see, a lot of the floor is soft breachable at the stage, especially on Villa, allowing a lot more opportunities for the attacking side. A very aggressive push by the Sophia, but being punished by return. Really well played, playing behind the deployable shield, of course, behind the vault door. Shots are going down. Nomad is taken down, which was played by Twexy, being taken down, but he denied that push. There we go, Diffuser being dropped as well. Ace falling. Dana is doing the most right now. Of course, Luxman not too far behind. Taking out Dana, as I'll say that, just to remind him he's a good player as well. Has his shots down. Of course, being slightly tagged by the bandit charges. Pushing towards games room right now. Trying to find any player on site. Where at least he has his teammate, the Ashe. Trying to find any player behind the shield. Working together. Currently prone. Waiting for a player to push aggressively as the Fuser was down. Now safely in the hands of the attackers. Can't find anybody. Can't find the information that they need. Of course, knowing that there are certain spots that the wall probably will be sitting, playing very aggressive. Luxman peeking wide, being taken down by Nato Soul, down below by return right now. Spin in a 1v4 situation, playing as Ashe, Diffuser in hand. What can he do? Can he bring it back? Can he go inside, get the Diffuser down, and bring it back for his team, allowing them to get the round 7, being a 5-2 lead?
Seeing another C4 coming out here, looking for that pick. Spin not really able to do much here as the shots come out onto the main staircase. He's now being pushed from 2 angles here. The second gas canister, again, coming out from the smoke. The Ashe tries to flick here, gets the shots down onto Jay, tries to spin onto return, but return taking spin out there. Again, we're seeing Ukiyo now reply here to the iD.T defense. Obviously just that utility just coming out here. iD.T just not able to just respond to all of those shields. We saw the Zofia push in alone very quickly onto site and try to get that peek onto the mute, or I believe it was a smoke playing behind the shield there. But just great shots coming out here from Ukiyo to defend that site, putting it back to a 3v4 situation. It's going to be a close matchup throughout today.
Right now, going towards round 8, we have seen a very close game, especially the match we saw before. Things going from the Alaba towards the Wamar. Very interesting 6-pick, especially to see how important the deployable shields have been for the defending side on both teams. Can he do just as much? Of course, having his Wamar placed strategically, he can remove any charges, any utilities, anything that can possibly harm the attackers, and maybe even use them against the attackers. We have seen flashbangs being reversed. Sophia Shot, of course, not really being as affected as much. Of course, it still stuns the entire area, but really interesting. Of course, going back towards Trophy and Statutory Room at this stage. Very interesting how to play. We have seen very aggressive pushes at this stage towards Master Bedroom and walk-in closets. Will they be able to hold down north side, streamline the enemy team towards the south side, maybe hold 90 with Aroma? As we can see, we do have Igor playing far away, supporting his team, having the drones coming in. Skiller, as you can see, marking the side, trying to find any player, but a lot of attention, a lot of utilities going down towards master bedroom, bathroom, and walk-in. Will that be enough to deny any access by the attackers?
So we saw there both utility, as you said, down onto master bedroom. I also saw that they were busy placing up reinforcements on aviator room. So it looks like they're going to try and hold both sides of the map. They're probably going to try and call out, which direction the attacking squad's mostly coming from and make those rotates. We do see the Nomad being brought out here, worried about any of these jumps. Again, we're seeing a lot of utility coming out here from Ukiyo with 3 shields on the boards as Return gets shots off onto Laxman, and already at a 4v5 disadvantage, iD.T really need to try and reply to this massive defense coming out here by Ukiyo. It looks like they're going to try and take a south side defense, but Deny is on the roam and gets the pick off onto Spin here, leaving them in a 3v5 situation. They're now going to have to try and hunt down a Deny, which Skillo is able to do so very cleanly with 1 minute 50 seconds left of the round. They've now cleared out one of the roamers on this first floor. They're going to finish out the clear of this first floor here as you see Twixie pushing up red staircase. It looks like they're going to be trying to control 90 degrees here. We're seeing the drones coming out here. Great utilization of the drones. We see, just looking out, it looks like they only have 1 drone left in pocket, so all the drones being utilized right now. Shots coming out, and Twixie loses just a bit of health here, left on like 20 health here as Skillo looks to rotate to try and get control over 90 here.
Already being a 4v3 situation, Twixie is super low, currently sitting just over 20 HP, moving towards up, but amazing plays right now coming down. Just as I say that, Return taking on Skiller, we took down the now previously. A lot of action has been seen on the first floor by the roamers doing their part. Of course, like I always do state, roamers don't always need kills. They, of course, prevent as many people as they can towards side, allowing the anchors to do whatever they can. But as I say that, Return takes on Twixie. But like it's going back towards the, of course, the roamers, just being an additional threat to worry about. A lot of this esports is a mental game. Tonic taking down Return, bring back to 1v3 situation. iD.T at the stage, still diffuser in hand with Tonic playing as ace. Tonic, of course, being a very capable player in these situations. We have seen him bring back the games, smoking down the stairs, preventing anybody from behind, checking 90 very aggressively, trying to find any player. Yes, a player on the stairs, can't connect the shot, sees a player on side, takes on the Wamar in a 1v2, bringing it back slowly but surely, picking very aggressively towards the player on stairs. Pre-fires the Valkyrie, who was primed, has full access to bomb A, smoking it out, using the, of course, the natural cover by the map, going for the plant, getting hit slightly by the gas, but does not know where the last player is. Of course, being smoked, reloading his gun to going towards side at this stage. Will he be able to spot him out? But defenders win the round due to time. I was not even paying attention, only a couple seconds left. Unfortunately, Diffuser did not go down in time. At this stage, only having at this stage probably milliseconds before they'll be able to bring the round into overtime, and then from there seeing how the game would have progressed to see who would have taken it. But back to 4-4 going towards round 9. Friendly reminder, first to 7 wins, of course, if there isn't any overtimes. But whoever wins this map takes the map, and then from there will progress as well. Eventually, if they have 2 wins, even 3, of course, at that stage, going to go into, of course, a further brackets, maybe possibly winning the overall prize. But Kudu, what an amazing round. Coming down to the final seconds. I don't know about you, but I was so involved with how he was going on about clearing side. The beautiful spray to the player on stairs, bringing back to a 1v1 situation. I was not even paying attention to, of course, the time. I wonder if he got tunnel vision of the objective at hand, try to clear as many places as he can, then go to the bomb. Unfortunately, such a minor mistake made. Maybe, of course, playing a very defensive, trying to go for the kill rather than a plant. But in that situation, Kudu, what would you have done?
Honestly, there's nothing more I don't think Tonic could have done there. There was just a great defensive round there by Ukiyo. Their roamers doing a great job there. By the time iD.T had taken out their roamers and had gotten enough map control to decide to push onto sites, well, at that point it was only Token left, Tonic left. And, Tonic can't really do much in that situation. He needed to then worry about the roamer roaming or rotating up the red staircase there. So he was worried about that. Great shots coming off from him at that point. bring it down to 1v1 again. It's just, you know, time was just not on his side. There wasn't just much he could do here, but we saw, I mean, just a great hold there, I guess, by Ukiyo. They kind of split their team there so that the push up red staircase was going to be very difficult. They needed to watch the angles all the way from aviator room, but then they also had to worry about anyone swinging out from trophy looking straight onto red staircase and that landing area there. But we did see the Nomad again stopping that flank coming out here. He was able to warn Tonic last round, so it's going to be extremely important here. But it's a great start once again here by the Ukiyo team as they bring it down to a 4v5, but the shots come out immediately and we're back down to a 4v4. These two teams just battling it out here. We knew this was going to be a close matchup. Again, utility being dumped out onto aviators. They look to try and take control of aviator. iD.T already have control over master bedroom, which is a great start to them. They still a minute 40 seconds on the round. It takes a lot of time and they already have a lot of map control. We've already seen one of the C4s coming out from the team here. I mean, two of the C4s have already been played. So there's only one C4 left on the board as Science takes out Tonic. We're left now in a 3v4 situation. Again, just, you know, Ukiyo on the top here as Ash tries to push straight through trophy but gets silenced out here with Twixie trying to push back onto, trying to just get some map control before having to deal with sight. We see 90 being hold here. Again, the roam is playing an extremely important role. iD.T had, you know, great defensive rounds there. Ukiyo getting a lot of map control early on, but then the roam is just annoying them all the time. Taking out that Nomad again, just Ukiyo just dominance in their defensive round here with the support here of the roamers.
What a brilliant round. Of course, Saad was not touched once by the attacking Saad. Really well played. But from that stage as well, your roamers doing very important work. I mean, yes, a lot of the top floor control was in favor of the attacking Saad, sticking together, supporting one another, looking straight down into Laundry, having the whole access towards Astronomy as well. But I think just a slight mistakes, of course, having an ace look straight down across Aviator, but at that stage, of course, having a roamer look straight down as well, supporting the players, using their own tactics against them is very, very crucial. And of course, you couldn't really counter at that point. Once that ace charges go down, they are down. And of course, you're not expecting any players to be there more for your own sake, but really well played. Very interesting turn of events right now. Ukiyo, if I'm mistaken, Kudu, once again, just please correct me, winning, if I'm mistaken, if it's 3 rounds now, back to back, maybe even 4, this time again going towards Games Room. Can't wait to see exactly what happens. Can iD.T bring back the dominant side that we have seen from them, of course, on this map, more on the defending side, but can they bring that same logic which they have had in the beginning, having that same motivational point, of course, to make it as far as they can? But Ukiyo at this stage being very aggressive, playing very smart. There is no counter towards them. Honestly, Kudu, it was a wrong about the 3-round victory. Do you think it is helping them at this stage, or do you think that doesn't really mean much, especially seeing how the first half went?
You know, iD.T were very controlling in that first half. I really thought they had everything under control. They were really just kind of controlling how Ukiyo were playing. But Ukiyo, after half-time, really just mixing it up completely now. They're just kind of showing out their dominant defense here. iD.T just not sure how to reply. Is going to be a tough one here for iD.T. It's really crucial for them to try and take this round away from Ukiyo so that Ukiyo don't go out onto match points. It's important for them as they're not able to win these rounds yet. They got to try and stop this Ukiyo from just dominating this. But we are seeing the utilization of a lot of the drones coming out here. You can see on the map already a lot of the drones have been taken out, but it does not mean that the players did not use them for great intel. We see the Ash again coming out with a heavy roam, going to try and rotate up red staircase here, just making sure that there's no roamers out on bottom floor, but there is. We do have the Jaeger busy rotating through piano here. We're going to see if he gets the pick off onto the Ash here. They're both just holding angles onto the wall. Seems like the Ash knows that he's in piano, but does not. And the shots come out from the Jaeger, getting a great pick onto the Ash there. It's an extremely important shot. now the calls have been given out that the Jaeger is roaming downstairs. Return coming out as Deny and Egod follow out. Great round once again coming out from Ukiyo. Bring it down with one player left remaining on iD.T's side. Left against it all. Twixie takes out Return. Not sure what to do. Twixie just peeking left, peeking right. Shots coming out back onto the Jaeger who's rotated around. He's going to get pinched now while trying to control steady. Deny with the quick peek onto Twixie. Gets the shots out before the Nomad goes off. Absolutely great round there again by Ukiyo. Just domination with their roamers.
We have seen both teams at this stage really work together as a single unit, especially towards the end. No single players pushing up by themselves, playing super aggressive, trying to go for the kill, rather leaving a player in a very difficult spot. Of course, being stuck in study, having to worry about aviator room and all the way down classical hallway. 3D, of course, watching could either be mainstays at that point. Pre-fun for both sides, actually. You did stay peeking left, peeking right, but in a very difficult spot. Not too sure exactly who will push. Try to make use of all the sounds that you can possibly do. Try to play super aggressive, maybe even catch one of the defending players off. But at this stage, we do have Return playing Castle, using his 6-pick towards Mute, which I think it would possibly be a given. Even though we have seen a Castle play before, but the Mute, as I said, the Mute Jam is coming into effect. We saw how important they were for the attackers, of course, but even though the drones were taken out relatively soon, but those, in fact, my co-caster did say, Kudu does mention how important those drones did do for them. Of course, finding the where the purple shields are, where the players will be sitting, all that information comes together, links together, and of course, strats are being called out. What are they doing? What's going through the opposing team's minds? What can they do to counter them? A lot of this comes on, especially being on Villa, is textbook. Of course, been a very intriguing map. A lot of teams favor it, some teams hate it. But right now, we've seen a very aggressive side going into Ukiyo right now. On match points, if they can pull through one last time, they take Villa and therefore get a win to the name, and will be a very exciting team to see in the future. But iD.T is not out of it just yet, playing very strong themselves. Only 2 rounds behind, they can still bring this back and take it into overtime.
No, I think it's been a rough matchup here for iD.T. Both Deny and Return just getting their shots off here today. Obviously, Deny just constantly being on that roam, constantly just at annoyance onto the iD.T attacking side. There wasn't much they can do. Always getting his shots off. I mean, he's 14-8 right now, Plett, so he's really going off. Looking over at the iD.T side, we've seen a lot of support gameplay coming out here from Twixie, who's been at it all day today, just giving that support towards his team, which has obviously worked for their fragger. So Tonic just, able to get those shots off, but Deny, again, coming out with a great pick onto the Thermite. That's going to be extremely important for them. Once they get control of, or if they're able to get control of Master Bedroom, even once they get control, they're now not going to be able to open up onto sides. They do still have that ace, but they're going to now have to dump utility in here as they try and get control. That's all of their stuns, all of their flashes. The quick peek coming out here, peeks wide. Deny again, getting the shots off onto Twixie. iD.T just not able to reply to the aggressiveness of Return here. Deny now being down just a little bit with still 1 minute 30 seconds left on the clock. iD.T are not able to gain much control here. We see Spin trying to open up and try and push out as he gets the pick off there onto Deny, who he had downed earlier on here. They now have control over Master Bedroom, but there's only 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock, and it's still a lot of utility that they need to try and get rid of. Science tries to peek over the shield there, but gets pinched out by Spin, who gets the shots off, now leaving them in a 3v3 situation. Starting to look good for iD.T here with a minute left on the clock. It's the last round that they have to bring this back. We see another gas canister coming out here. There is still 2 more left in Jay's pocket. There's still a lot of time left, but he should be able to utilize those. We see the second gas canister coming out here. Extremely important. 45 seconds left on the clock as Tonic looks to push down onto site and go for that plant. He is now going down for the plant with 40 seconds left on the clock. We see the plant going down. Jay takes out Spin, putting him in a 3v2 situation, but plant has gone down. The shots coming out, taking out that C4, but the shots coming out and taking out the Ash is now left in a 1v3 situation, but the diffuser is down. Return getting the shots off onto Token, and they take the round. Ukiyo are going to take this matchup on Villa between Ukiyo and iD.T.
Bond
Really well played from both teams, playing extremely well. Very close games throughout the entire. Of course, as soon as on the half-time switch, we saw a whole different side of Ukiyo. Of course, pulling through, maybe a lot more confidence on attacking, just securing as many rounds that it could on the defending side. Would have been interesting to see exactly how things would have been if they started on attacking and tried to defend towards the end, but really well played. Once again, we want to thank everyone for tuning in and sticking around for this amazing matchup between the two amazing teams. Of course, more games will take place later on. Please, guys, once again, subscribe to this amazing channel and smash the like button. Really supports this community grow. And once again, Vanguard Esports, as well as for allowing both myself and my co-caster Kudu an opportunity to come back here. Already been our first time ever casting on an esports scene, allowing us to come back to our roots, and will be our first. Much love towards them, and thank you guys for organizing another amazing tournament where players can show off the skill, what they have been working on since they were last year. And Kudu, once again, can you please just thank the sponsor and wrap up where I didn't?
Of course. So again, thank you again to New Human, the sponsor of this absolutely incredible New Human Open that we have going here. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Got some amazing matchups. Sunset and Olympus are going to be casting the next 3 games today. We got ATK versus VGA. We've got Lite Gaming versus Dynastic. We've got Omnious versus VA. Absolutely incredible matchups. You're not going to want to miss any of those games. We will be back tomorrow to be able to cast for you guys. But thank you so much for tuning in. We do appreciate you guys showing your support to this community, to this organization, and to this incredible tournaments that we have going on here.
Once again, I'm one of the co-casters, joined by my co-caster Kudu. I'm Plett Plays, and once again, thanks for giving us the opportunity to be here. And I think right there, let's wrap it up so you guys can have a little break before the next great match goes underway. Once again, thank you for tuning in, and we will see you guys personally tomorrow again. But let's show the next casters a bunch of love and support them through their adventures, especially seeing what their teams have to do. Once again, I'm Plett Plays, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in and supporting us.
Cheers.
Yeah. I don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me, you ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes, call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win. I won't stop till the end, no. Some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory bad enough to get a C. They'd rather just go leave it be. And oh, this journey I've been on since 13, working hard and learning, never stopping searching. Yeah, it's burning, all this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win. I won't stop till the end, no. Yo, all these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. What am I doing, did I do it right, yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light. I need to breathe, get me up and out of the sheets. Onto my feet, another cup of coffee and me. That's what I need, my eyes puffy, I can't see. I'm too tired to function, but too lost to sleep. Ay, I think I need to be on something medication. I think I need to figure out the segregation. I think I needed just a better education to understand a world that's so complicated. Intoxicated, every night faded, just so I can sleep thinking that it's sated. I feel hated, I feel hatred. I'm lost deep in my mind that I've created. I have dreams where my life is devastated. Feel so real that I wake up shaking. Need thicker skin cause this life is no haven. Nod your head if you get what I'm saying. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. What am I doing, did I do it right, yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light, yo. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. What am I doing, did I do it right, yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light. I don't really think I understand this world now. Got my head spinning round in a circle. Everybody lacks what they need internal, so they compensate with everything external. Not trying to throw shade, no way. I'm just trying to find a meaning of life, hey. There's happiness if you try to live the right way. Forget about what others have and live your life, hey. Be aware of who you are, what you're good at. Take a step forward, see where your foot's at. Stand tall, stand proud, talk loud. Every word out your mouth has purpose now. You just gotta get rid of the bad thoughts. Hating others cause you know that they gotta lie. Forget that though, you got plenty, you're alive in this life. You got time, go get it. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. What am I doing, did I do it right, yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light, oh. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. What am I doing, did I do it right, yeah. All these thoughts keep me up at night, yeah. I can't think straight, need the light, oh. I said you better watch what you're doing, cause I ain't gonna stop when I'm moving. I'm headed to the top, I'ma do it. I'm headed to the top, I'ma prove it. And baby girl, I like what you're doing. Your body's out of sight when you're moving. You look just like my type, so let's do it. You know I'll treat you right, let me prove it. And I could go all night, I'm sick of being nothing. All right, I'm gonna be something. I'll fight with every breath, trust me. I'ma be the one at the top, you can't touch me. I need to find somebody like me, who wants to be something. I bleed with every word coming. I would rather die than be someone who's nothing. I'm the type of dude who will not remain nameless. I'm the type of dude who is headed for greatness. I'm the type of dude who could really make.
Hello and welcome back everyone to yet another pool stage match. This time it's going to be ATK going off against Vanguard Alphas. We will be starting on Clubhouse, and I'm excited to say the very least. ATK's performance yesterday was engaging, it was entertaining to watch. of course, they're known to be a strong team, so obviously it's always interesting to watch how they play. They seemed to prefer Gym Bedroom yesterday when they were going against
ADG.
ADG. That is correct. So
Scoreline was 7-4, correct?
yeah, it was 7-4. So I'll be interested to see whether they'll favor Gym Bedroom or not. But they're going to be starting off on attack. I'm joined by my fellow caster Sunset. How are you doing?
What is up, everybody? I am quite sick right now, so if my voice does sound odd, that's the reasoning.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. Hope you get better.
Thank you.
Okay, we are ready to go. Everyone is loaded up into the lobby, just waiting for the go-ahead from the admin. And there we go. The match has begun. In terms of bans, who do you think is going to get banned? Is it going to be the ranked bans, or is it going to be a little bit more strategic?
I honestly have no idea. I feel like Capitao might get banned here. Capitao's pretty strong, especially on this map, trying to clear out rafters and just a lot of different areas. Honestly, I feel like a Maestro ban will also be pretty strong. We'll see what ATK decides. No, this is a Vanguard banning Thatcher, yeah. Thing is, I would rather ban Maverick over Thatcher on this map. Thatcher you can get around. Maverick is just very straight to the point.
Yeah, definitely. When you're facing a good Maverick player, getting that CCTV wall open is going to be a super breeze for him. And, well, ATK decided that the attacks are not going to start with the Maverick. Interesting.
I think they're just very confident in their attack, and they can probably just outgun Vanguard, is probably what they're thinking right now. So maybe there's an Echo ban. Echo, very, very strong operator, feeding intel and denying plants. And apparently the alphas, Vanguard alphas, only started practicing for this tournament today. There's a ballsy move. We'll see if it pays out or not. And then there's the Mirror. Okay, so Mirror is banned. Mirror not so strong on this map, but hey, she's gone, so no one has to worry about her anymore.
Yeah. I was expecting a Monty ban, but I guess he's still in play.
Yeah, probably going to be seeing Fred on that Montaigne. He enjoys it very much. And here we go, first round, and we're going to be seeing a CCTV cache defense. Mozzie and Mute, so I'd like to see them extended to Master Bedroom here. There could be a I like it, with Mozzie and Mute denying intel, and then Valkyrie feeding the intel, and then Jaeger Banner just staple operators on their side. We will be seeing Figure on Carly though, so there's that. And then we have two hard breaches, probably going to go for main wall and construction wall at the same time. And AML on his Ash. There it is. What is Vanguard? Oh, they're looking at the uniform, I think. I think Fred is wearing black in his uniform.
You know, Mozzie and Mute on this map are known for the SSG church defense. And it's kind of strange to see them being pulled out for CCTV defense. Because, like you said, there are two operators who are very good at denying intel, and that's the strat that SSG popularized. Ooh, that's a oopsie. And he just left. Huh. Okay, I think he had a skin that's not allowed according to our tournament rules, so he should be getting that fixed right away. For the meantime, Vanguard Alphas will have to play a man down. Well, the Mozzie immediately makes sure that the man count remains the same, but James, however, refrags him immediately. In just the first 30 seconds of the round, the two people, well, three technically, who are dead.
Yeah, there's a very, very eventful round. We're going to be seeing Bandit tricking. He goes for he can't get both of them, so it will be the left one to open up. And that's the one that you want to open. And because that's open, you can just go on repel and take out the other bandit charge. That's probably going to be posture it to that wall. And James makes his way up onto the rafters. They know all the intel. They have a drone. The yellow pink's coming out on the top rafters. And Arceus. Great frag onto Corsa. That's the IQ off the boards. They will not be no more scanning those gadgets. What is IQ's gadget called?
I think it's called an RED. I think it stands for Remote Electronics Detector. I don't know.
RED.
Yeah, previously we saw Figure just wreaking havoc on the wall leading into Cash Room with that very powerful sniper rifle on Kali. And it seems like Vanguard is just having such a difficult time sitting on site. The person who was playing on Rafters was promptly cleared out by James, and now the person on Red Stairs is going to face the same fate again. However, he's able to get Figure. iD.T is a very good player with the SAS operators. The plant, however, is going down. Will it be successful? iD.T with the C4, he gets a down. Does he get the Rafters player? No. James gets a refrag onto him. Picks up his teammate. No, he stops. A ring around the rosy, and somehow Vanguard steal that one away.
4 versus 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Awesome. That's awesome. That's amazing. Fred is not back yet though. Not too sure if he is going to be coming back. It was just a skin. But that is an amazing round from Vanguard. That was ATK had that round dead to rights. They had their name written all over that, but it looks like Vanguard found the eraser.
That was a round that heavily relied on the theatrics from iD.T. I mean, that C4 with the down, that was a beautiful showing of how to play an SAS operator. Fred has returned, however, he will not be playing this round, and it feels like ATK are calling for rehost. Okay.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Yeah, so we will be going into a short rehost. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back, and we'll see if...
Yeah, I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies. They're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy. You gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know. Better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow. Call me offensive even though Joe, I ain't gonna lie, life's tough. Try to get by, life's rough. Try to do it right, it's not enough. Even though you try, you still mess up. But I'm still gonna fight for what I love. Still gonna die for what I love. Still gonna try, I won't give up. Still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. And I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win. I won't stop till the end, no. Some injuries, mentally and physically. Studied them religiously so I don't repeat history. And people won't admit to me they don't want a victory. Bad enough to get a C, they'd rather just go leave it be. I know this journey I've been on since 13. Working hard and learning, never stopping searching. Yeah, it's burning, all this passion hurts me. I took action working, writing down these words. No, I'm not okay, I just wanna be something. I don't wanna be nothing, living all alone. No, I'm not alright, I'm just barely getting by. But I'll tell you I'm just fine, so you leave me alone. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left. And I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret. Cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win. I won't stop till the end, no.
Welcome back, everybody, to ATK versus Vanguard. What game is it today? How many games have been played? Is it the fourth game now? Sixth game. This is the sixth game today. We saw Ukiyo versus iD.T last game, where Ukiyo took the victory over iD.T, and now we have Vanguard taking the first round over ATK.
How did that Ukiyo victory make you feel, Sunset?
I was happy. I feel like in the beginning, once it was 1-4, I stopped watching for a bit, and I came back to a 4-4, and I was pretty pleased.
Oh, nice.
Nah, they did well. They went over their VOD and everything from the game before. It was very well played.
Indeed. Like you mentioned, this is our sixth match of the day. We have 24 pool stage matches to get through over this weekend, so we're trying to burn through as many of them as we can. And so far, so good. I'm enjoying the tournament.
There hasn't been any like what's the like the most one-sided game we've had so far? It was Titan, Odyssey, and Lite. What was the score? It's like 7-1.
What was the score like?
10 seconds left.
7-1. 7-1 is not a scoreline anyone likes to see, that's
5
for sure.
seconds remaining.
I saw like I think Lite won the second round. I watched like
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
fair play, and that was it. I think that's all they won. It was just that one round. And then yeah. Anyway, hopping back onto this game.
Okay, so it seems the meta on Clubhouse, at least in South Africa, is to clear from the strip club side, which is something we saw yesterday, and I was saying, you know what, that's not something we see all too often.
There will be a Mozzie pest on that door. Hey Mel, he's just gonna barge right through.
Yeah, so the standard stuff is coming out from ATK, getting the hatches open, and while they're doing so, Kofa gets taken out by Fred, who on his side has been put to very low HP. He's playing a dangerous game with AML, almost gets wallbanged as he's in strip club. He's lying on the floor. If Pancake doesn't read this, Fred could be getting a double kill. Ooh, the headshot comes out. Pancake, excuse me, is superior in that gunfight.
Indeed, Fred was low on HP, but he did his job. He wasted a little bit of time and took out that Jackal. That's very well played to him. Hatches will be open, and the C4 is a dud. Nothing hit. And Emil now takes control as Blizzard. K. Figure takes out Omnious on that Mozzie, and he's playing up in that stock. He could look to get a second here. The Jaeger and Ozzy is playing right behind that boiler.
Attackers have located a bomb.
That generator. I don't know what it's called. I know it's blue, but I think it's a generator. Anyway, the ADS stops the javelin thing. What is it called? A javelin or what is it?
It's called a lance.
Lance, not javelin.
Yeah.
Yes. And we see a hot drop into this room, into Moto. Jeez, I cannot do anything today, but A. James picks up Swalo. And look at this, ATK just flooding into sight, and there it is, just flawless. Right after that, there was the first frag coming in for Vanguard, and nothing. They gave them nothing after that first initial frag. Very well played by ATK, and I am sorry for not being able to talk. Like I said, I am just not feeling good right now.
Yeah, Vanguard are not feeling good after that round, especially Orenmere getting absolutely slapped by that Kali sniper rifle. That was a good push at the end there by ATK. Just, I believe a lot of it comes down to good drone work, figuring out where, figuring out where everyone is sitting and collapsing onto site. There's going to be a cap can on Fred. Is he just teasing? Well, he can't 6th pick because Azias has locked that 6th pick.
Pocket pick. I like that. iD.T do level up the score as we are 1-1 on
they
this
can.
clubhouse defense for Vanguard Alphas. And we see a bedroom defense now. This is the preferred site for iD.T as they went to this site as many times as they could against ADG, and we'll see if there's no.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, Malusi probably skins again, but yeah, that's default skin.
Yeah, she has the default skin on. Huh.
Yikes, that is
10 seconds
unlucky.
remaining.
But hey, round number 1, Vanguard won
5 seconds left.
while they were 4v5. So maybe we'll see whether Ironide, who's playing the mute again,
Is to locate a
can
bomb.
pull off any theatrics and secure them a 2-1 lead. You know, the thing with that Capcan pick on Fred, it's not like Capcan is a bad operator or anything, he's just not popular in the competitive scene. And I don't know whether on this site especially he is a good operator, just because of how many windows there are. If they were like in church, I would be like, okay, because there are many doors the attackers have to go through, they might fail to check 1 or 2 of them and get that 40 damage. What? This is a curious Hibana use, to say the least.
James getting clipped on the way. We never get clipped on the way down, but nothing fatal yet as he opens up the wall. Now he's on repel just by Kennels. Not too sure what he's planning on doing there. As the Jaeger just fell right off. He no longer wants to be there. I'm not sure if they'll have the intel on that. And of course this time running the C7E over the PDW, and Ironide picks up a frag onto Figure, and AML frags Fred in the meanwhile. So we see iD.T in a 4 versus 3 advantage. I don't think it... Oof! Ironide just getting a little tagged up through that hole that he himself made. AML trying to find another, but it's going to be James that finds Ironide instead. And now Ornamir and Suelo in a 2 versus 4 having to hold it down, but now it's just Ornamir. And this round comes collapsing down on top of Vanguard's head, and Kosa, good shot onto AML. And there it is. James picks up Ornamir, great shot from him, and that's all shooter for that round.
Yeah, I mean, iD.T's attacks are unstoppable. Once they've done the initial work, they've laid the groundwork for everything, and then it just comes down to the execute. They're like a train, and you cannot stop them. Capita will be coming out, probably anticipating Vanguard to go to CCTV, but they decide to... Oh, okay, they were going to go to church, but yeah, they do indeed go to CCTV. So that is a good read on the side of iD.T. In terms of wall denial, there's Ironide again playing the mute, and this time Kaid on Ornamir.
And we will see that
Defenders,
Zofia
protect your
swapping
bombs
right
from
back
by
onto
attackers.
the Kali Figure. And Pancake basically just stuck on that ace. Ace such a good operator, but he is going to be getting nerfed in the next update. This is that. And we see Corsa on the Capitao, like I mentioned. Very strong operator on this map. Very strong operator on any map, really. He's so good. He brings lots of utility to the table, the smokes and his asphyxiating bolts. But not many people know how to utilize him properly, and we'll see Corsa probably
10 seconds left.
using him correctly.
Yeah, the thing with Capitao is that his weapons have a relatively slower fire rate compared to
Attackers
the other options on attack, and in this game, the damage output per second, which highly depends on fire rate, is such an important factor in winning a gunfight. And I mean, you just have to be aiming for the head, which is something I'm sure is not a problem at all for Kosa.
I highly doubt it's ever been an issue for him, really. With 505.
Good news this round is that there are no team kills coming out from Vanguard.
Nothing yet, at least. Don't write them off yet. You never know what they're capable of. But there's a 5 versus 5 with 2:20 on the clock, and iD.T making little adjustments to this garage wall. Or doors. There's a Figure positioned still by this kind of side. AML taking a little bit of chip damage from not too sure who it is, but a little bit more. But he sends some right back to Ionide, and that's all the action that's happened this round. Ooh, Ionide dropped down to like 1 HP though.
I think that was an Ash charge.
And Figure also dropped to like 5. Also taking damage, but James picks up Arceus. And that is Garage Control given to ATK. Ionide practically dead, but look at Figure as well. The damage looks fairly equal, other than Arceus being the one that has fallen. 1 minute 30 on the clock, and ATK look to rise up the stairs and try to get this wall open maybe. Not too sure yet, but spray coming out into the garage. I'm not sure if that was just there's any intel on them. Nitro could be coming out in a second though, and the Nitro is lethal. And Fred is as well picking up AML, and all of a sudden this round is swinging. As I say, that Ornamere gets taken out. As Corsa picks him up, James taking a little bit of damage. So everyone is tagged other than Pancake in the server right now. 1 minute on the clock, 3 versus 3.
Yeah, just a cursory glance at the HP on ATK's side, I would say they are better than Vanguard. They have struggled so much to get this CCTV wall open. There are 40 seconds left, and the Artillery is still up. Only now is the Ace Selma going to breach, and those mute Germans have just been stopping any drone work from coming through.
35 seconds left on the round. Gonna see James just thrown it out, and it looks like an Execute is gonna be coming out in a second. As Pancake runs in, going for this plant, they have no downstairs control. That means a C4 could come out, but there is still one C4, and it's Pancake taking a little bit of damage. If Fred used that C4, he would have killed him, but he instead dies, and so does I9. It's all down to Swalo, and he's taken out by James, and it's 3-1 now to ATK. Good round from them, good round from Vanguard, but towards the last 20 seconds it did fall down. If that was a C4 being used by the Valkyrie, Pancake was dead.
Yeah, I mean, Fred definitely had the right idea as a Valkyrie playing downstairs at the last seconds when you expect a plant to be going down. You did see him trying to shoot through the floor, and I think he did land a few shots onto Sir Pancake. The only issue is he didn't have a nitro cell, he had a shield.
Yes, he did. Oh yes, it was just Mute that had the nitro.
The nitro, yeah.
That is unfortunate.
So ATK is sticking to pretty much the exact same operators, and it looks like the same is true for Vanguard as we decide to try CCTV once more. This time they're bringing a pulse on the Swalo, so maybe the downstairs play that we were talking about, the downstairs control, might be a bigger factor. As you can see, they have 3 nitro cells.
They have 3 nitro cells? 4 nitro? No, 3. I keep thinking that shield is a nitro cell. I don't know why. But yeah, 3 nitro cells. Thing is, ATK is so good at clearing that bottom floor. I'm not too sure if Swalo is going to be allowed to play downstairs for that long.
I completely agree with you. If we take a look over into the rafters side in garage where Ornamere currently is playing, there is an ADS, there is a shield there to protect the person who will be playing in rafters. However, like you said, ATK is just so good at clearing that side of the map as well. And you saw how easily Figure got control of rafters, and he was sitting up there for a good amount of the round. The only problem they had was just getting that the Artiller from Kaid off the CCTV wall. And look at this. Great read, great adaptation from Corsa, the IGL on ATK. He definitely has the right idea in mind with the IQ to locate the exact position of the Artiller, and he's just constantly pinging it for his team. A wealth of information coming out from this IQ scanner.
Very well played indeed, and now Pancake can come up and open up the wall, and Figure just going to repel up, and this time it's a lot faster getting this wall open. It's not the last 30 seconds, it's the first 30 seconds. While this wall gets opened, and we're going to be seeing an Ash charge, going to be doing some damage to the Kaid. No, he falls off, and he's unable to stop the wall getting opened. And now they have a... looks like a mute jammer will probably be... yeah, there's a mute jammer stuck on that construction wall, so they're going to be unable to open that unless someone goes around. And right now, that's just going to be stalling out ATK, Pancake, and James. Not knowing what to do, as they cannot breach that mute. They know Mute's exact location now. Corsa could push in and take him out if it does come to that, and it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen as Corsa pushes in and takes iD.T out. That's Mute down, and the Mute Jammer also going to go down, so the wall is going to be able to get open. Cabana going to be open that up now, and now it's AML to pick up another frag for ATK as Swalo falls. That is unfortunate, and like I said, that's not going to be much nothing there. Probably a C or Impact. Or C4, not too sure, one of the two. But we see Figure in sight right now, as Omnious picks up IQ 4 versus 3 in favor of ATK, and a time in favor of ATK as well. They just have to get Pancake into the site. We can see one of the defenders so far away from site right now, and AML going to be coming up red. I don't think there's a sound cues, and he isn't. AML picks up a double for himself. James, they have to clear out this person playing inside of the rafters right now. It's going to be Arceus. No, Arceus is down below. Fred inside of rafters. This is a very dangerous position to be playing right now. And the diffuser goes down. Pancake gets that down inside of Cash. Arceus, he's pushing up red stairs. He's full blinded right now. They look to push together, but it's unable to push together as Amo picks up Fred. Arceus trying to connect something desperately. Nothing happening. The crossfire is being held from everywhere. And that's the round 4-1 in favor of ATK. They look to be running away with this map. This is a defender side of map. But they don't care. They're making it look easy.
Yeah, it's not looking good at all for Vanguard, as ATK have managed to get 4 rounds in a row. Some very, very solid attacks coming out from their end. I have to, again, commend Kosa for the great flexibility in terms of the operator's selection he's bringing, and the great reads into predicting the kind of sites that Vanguard will be going to. Vanguard, on the other hand, have been bringing out Capcans, Frosts, Legions, just playing all the non-standard operators.
Looks to always be Fred on these operators.
Yeah.
Defenders,
And we'll have to see how the last defense is going to go. This time going right back to that basement. Swalo, slightly AFK, but he is back now. Not too sure. Oh, there was a bit of server lag there. That's what happened. And well, yeah, there's not much to say other than ATK are doing a very good job of like taking out all the roamers and just getting straight to the point. I feel like there was a bit of a buckle that one round when the wall wasn't able to open like the last 30 seconds, but they did recover and win that round as well.
10 seconds
The
left.
first round, not too sure what happened. I think they just lost their gunfights there when it was 4 versus 5 in
5 seconds left.
sorry, in ATK's favor, and maybe they got a little bit cocky, but
Attackers are moving out to
but hey,
locate a bomb and
they've more than recovered after that one, as it's 4-1 in ATK's favor as we head into this last round of the first half.
Yeah, just taking us back to that last round, there were a couple of mistakes I feel that were made on Vanguard's part. The wall from rafters into CCTV was doubly reinforced. I'm not entirely sure why. And the player who's playing on the top of red did not hear AML sneak through 3 rolls of barbed wire. How? You could say that he had been flashbanged, but still. I mean, at that point in the round, you do expect that someone should be coming up those stairs. So hopefully that Vanguard will see that they're making a couple of mistakes they can fix up and put up a bit of a fight, because it seems like right now ATK is just running away with it. Look at this. A minute or so is gone and they have so much map control.
They have so much map control and the hatch is open already, so they're going to be flushing all the defenders back to site, but it looks like they're all already there. And now they're going for this dirt. Going for this dirt wall so they can just set up a pinch. We saw them doing this last time as well, setting up that dirt and the hatch open and all the hatches open really, and then just clustering everyone inside. It's a very strong strategy, as Corsa picked up the first frag of this round. That's Omnious falling, and he's off the board. That's the Kite. And Fred as well, trading shots with AML, but it's going to be AML to win that one out. And a 5 versus 3, as this round looks to be collapsing as Pancake going for the bomb plant. And it's a 5 versus 2. Corsa picks up a double. Oz's first frag replying back. And there's a down on Figure as he's taken out, and there's a 3 versus 1 all of a sudden. It's iD.T on his own up against AML, James, and Pancake. He's going to rotate upstairs to this kitchen and see if he can pick up a frag from this hatch. He will if he picks it now, but he is not peeking the hatch. And I think they know exactly where he is now, and the attackers just gonna play it safe. Post one, and this should be an unwinnable round for iD.T. There's a drone, they know exactly where he is. This round's as good as over.
Yeah, as soon as he comes down these stairs, he's going to get picked up by the plane moto. And there we have it, James on the Hibana with the bearing 9 secures ATK the 5th round in a row. We're going to switch sides over now, so ATK will be defending. We'll see whether they are as vicious on defense as they are on attack. That last round, man, I think we were spectating the perspective, the point of view of not the IQ. Who was droning? Was it AML who was droning from that tunnel? He spotted the Kaid of Orme behind those little boxes, and then Kosa immediately just gunned him down. That's, I think, the strength really that ATK have, is being able to drone everything out, find out where everyone is exactly, and then just collapse with the execute. We saw while all that madness was going on, there were 2 gas canisters that were released out of desperation. No, actually, when I think back, there weren't gas canisters, there were smoke grenades, and then Sapankik just drops the hatch and starts planting immediately. The bodies falling left, right, and center. And I think that if you're going to go against ATK's attacks, you have to bring something, I guess, that they're not prepared for. Because on Clubhouse, as it tends to play out when you're defending the church, you really can't roam really on the rest of the map. It tends to be very turtle heavy, so everyone on defense just kind of sits on the site, and that's why the SSG roaming strat with the mute, the Mosley, the Vigil is very popular, because it allows you to roam and get some map control as a defender. Now, when ATK are just so efficient on their map control clears and their roam hunts, you can't be allowing them to get to site within the first minute.
You have to slow them down, but right now it looks like nothing is going to slow them down, as they have 5-1 up, and VG have no answers. They won that first round, that was it. That's all they got, nothing else. And we will indeed be seeing Fred on this Montaigne as he pushes into garage, and he's going to be saying hello. He's not going to be leaving, and look at this, look at how many people are playing around this garage side. We have AML. We just positioned right outside this lounge area, and we have a figure could have taken out Fred right there and then. Corsa also positioned behind those boxes inside of the garage. They're not going to be open up that garage wall, so that's going to be a thing. Corsa can just play behind those boxes perfectly safe, and it's going to be so tough to remove him from that position.
Yeah, he's just going to be chucking Legion mines, which are the perfect counter to this Monty of Fred. However, on the other hand, 2 bodies of Argus and iD.T are claimed by Figure and AML. Orme, on the other hand, is very low on HP. James is somehow downed, and it's just half of the round gone. James will be getting revived, and he gets away with his life. However, he's on 20 HP.
He's only on 20 HP, but Orme is less than that. And it doesn't matter, because Fred is taken out just a second after that. And it's a 2 versus 5. Good shot from Swalo taking out AML. We had a drone on him. James low, so it is a winnable round. But they have a lot of work to do here. And ATK, if they win this round, which it does look like they will, they're on match point.
Yeah, and an easy match point at that. This is what was lacking from Vanguard's defense. Like you said, look at as the Ash sprints across that doorway, it takes a little bit of damage. You can't be affording to take any damage right now when it's a 2v4 and Orme is practically dead. Like you were saying, Vanguard didn't really put any thought into defending this garage rafters side of the map, and look at how strongly ATK have decided to hold on to it. And now, well, it's all falling apart for Vanguard. They have to rotate over into construction, but they just lost a body. And now it's all up to Swalo. And he's not even full HP.
And look at the time. 4 ATK members and 15 seconds. Doesn't matter. Corsa takes him out of the equation, and that is the answer. 6-1.
There you have it. 6-1. It's looking to be yet another dominant scoreline, 7-1, unless Vanguard are able to work some magic, which I would love to see. I would love to see them coming back right now, 5 rounds in a row.
It would be good to see, but that's a very tall task, and honestly, I don't think it's gonna happen.
It's not over until it's over. You never write someone out until the final scoreboard is up. So let's see if Vanguard can bring us some nice action. Fred is still sticking onto the Monty. We've seen him be very good on that operator. However, he didn't do much last round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
He did well in putting pressure into that rafters area, but his teammates were just unable to help support him and unable to get the frags because Corsa and AMR, not AMR, it was Corsa and that was AMR. AMR got the frags respectively. Figure also picked one up a little bit late on in the round, but that was and that was when Fred just decided to just leave. He left garage and he was taken out slightly later, not too sure by who. But that doesn't matter. 6-1 match point, 5 chances to close this out.
10 seconds remaining.
And well, if you look at it, not a single person on Vanguard has more than 5 kills. Not even more than 3. It's Fred. Top frag on 3. That is a statement.
It definitely says something about your team and about how you're playing and your opposition. Of course, when you're playing against ATK, that's also something I'm wondering. Do you think going against one of these really strong teams in SA is putting even more pressure on Vanguard?
I feel like it is, but it isn't an excuse to play bad. It isn't we played one of the best teams in SA. No. It's you can still do your best and still try and win, obviously, that's how it works. But it obviously does put a lot more pressure on them rather than because the ATK has a big name. Like when someone says ATK, most people in SA know exactly who they're talking about.
Yeah, definitely.
Vanguard can feel it right now. They can feel the pressure. I can tell you right now, because they're 6-1 down against ATK themselves, and they're being ruthless. So it really doesn't look like Fiji are gonna get anything. Look at the iD.T taking a little bit of damage from that impact grenade thrown by the Maestro. Figure he's just sitting inside right now. He's just gonna try spray people down with that Alda. Speaking of the Alda, it looks like it's gonna be given to who is it? Warden next update. I don't think he's gonna be getting the info. I think it's just the Alda. Speaking of the Alda, and it's putting in a lot of work picking up that sledge. iD.T falls, and right now AML taking a lot of damage though.